Yo, what's going on, everybody? You guys know what's going to do. Put you guys with some more Out of Ore. It's been a little bit. Oh, it's been a little bit. As you guys know, we got sucked in the world of Starfield. That's okay. It was kind of my week off from Out of Ore this last week. I wanted to get you guys caught up with the actual time lapses coming up to this point as well, too. So we put one of those out every day for like the last week and figured, well, now it's time to get back. It's Monday. I don't have any more time off of work for my anniversary week, apparently. Dopey ended up, for my present for her anniversary, she just said, well, she booked me the week off. So, I didn't have anything to do other than just sit and play for Starfield. So that made up my mind, which was kind of like a battle. I wanted to play something else because we were playing this so much that, you know, hey, why not, right? Sit and grind, play some Starfield, hang out with you guys. Appreciate you guys who came in to watch the stream or watch these streams. We'll be playing Starfield later tonight. Around 4 o'clock, so we'll be playing this for about 4 hours here, and then we'll be switching over to some Starfield, doing some more questing and grinding, and that will be pretty much the whole week, all the way till, well, Friday. So yeah, that's what the plan is. And we have to finish this pad. We're still continuing this pad. I know. You put it in the chat now, guys. Be like, noob, going too slow, Split, noob, boo. You didn't spend those 100 hours in Starfield, you'd be, you'd be farther along here, buddy. Boo. Bro, what's up, man? Blue Sky, man. Thank you much for that 2 months. Appreciate that. Earthworm, what's up? The Beast. Sal, Josh, what's up, guys? All right. So yeah, we're pretty much going to be moving the rest of this mountain over here to finish this pad. So we're going to move a lot of dirt along this back wall. And then we're going to shorten it and drop it in here, and then we're going to try to merge it in. You are done with the pad yet? No, dude, we took the whole week off from Out of Ore, so. Yep, the whole week we took off. But we're back at it now, guys, and get it moving. I know, right? Horrible. But it is a viewer challenge, and sometimes viewer challenges can get a little grindy. Well, little grindy, but, you know, always grindy. They're always grindy, so sometimes I need breaks in between certain projects and other games and playing other stuff, so appreciate you guys. Like I said, appreciate you guys coming in and watching me play Starfield, honestly. Really do appreciate that. I know it might not be some of your guys' cup of tea, but let's go ahead and fix one thing here real fast before we don't get annoyed with that. Tab over to the destruction. What was the viewer challenge again? We pretty much have to build everything. We can't use the things like the blast. We can't blast. We can't use the blasting method. We can't use CTM. So the continuous miner's out of play. With the belt, so no type of belt mining at all. I could use the CTM, but I have to use it with the rock truck. So yeah, we're kind of trying to slow down a little bit to wait for this next patch also too. So that's kind of another reason why we're not just grinding every day all day, as well as just for a little bit of mental, like a little bit of sanity, you know what I mean? Like we've been playing this Out of Ore for this last month so much. Yeah, no more big blast mining. None of that type of cheesy mining. We're not doing any of that. We're only allowed to do, if we're just moving dirt, is the only time we can use a belt mine method. So like what we're doing now. Oh, hold on. And I need to save. No, hold on. Settings before we forget. Yes, there was not a, obviously, because we didn't play. Let's go back to 3 on the number there. And let's go to time lapse, the inventory. Set this up, then we're gonna change the time of the day. So we're gonna, come on, dude, don't hit E. You didn't hit the button yet. There we go. Now we can hit E. And then we're gonna hit this one more time, and we're gonna go on a map, and we're gonna go light clouds here. Bring the time of day to about y'all. All right, good to go. Yeah, Servo doesn't interest me, but still hit that like on them because you make good videos. Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support in any way. I mean, I know a lot. It's like I said, I know it's not you guys, some of you guys' cup of tea, but you know, as a gamer, you guys should know full well what it's like to only play the same game. Imagine if you felt obligated. Add that into the mix, right? So that's what the problem is with content creation. Is like, you know, you want to keep playing, especially if things are going well, but mentally you'll still play the same. But you'll be suffering mentally because you're playing the same game because you feel obligated, right? So. An obligation by views is pretty much what it is. It's just a weird dynamic, right, that content creators have to go with. And sometimes you just have to pull the plug and disconnect from a game for a little bit and play other things. It's a very healthy thing to do. I just sometimes grind a little too far, a little too long, and don't break it up. So that's why this week we're going to be breaking it up into 2 streams every day. So we're going to be doing Starfield and we're going to be doing Out of War every day, pretty much. So... And sometimes I'll mix it. Sometimes I won't do Starfield in the morning, or sometimes I won't do Out of War in the morning. Like this would be considered the morning slot for me. So we'll be doing, we'll change it up and I'll be going to Starfield in the morning and vice versa. So. Did the devs say when the next patch are out? Yeah, on Steam there was a Friday update on Friday about it being like the 22nd-ish. Sometime maybe the 22nd-ish if it's done. I know, I'm waiting for that patch too, man. Oh, I'm slowing down on this save right now because the voxel balls are killing my soul. I want the dirt lock back. I want dirt lock or bulk mode and stuff. Right, like, dude. Much better. Much better. Hopefully everyone had a great week. We didn't catch you all week long. Appreciate you guys that were over there clicking on the other videos as well too. Hey boys, what's up, man? Yeah, you set the time-lapse cam in game. It's in the queue menu under time-lapse. Guys, just chill. I'm moving this dirt. We gotta get this stuff moved. Man, these things just have a hard time driving. It's a pretty big hole to fill over there, so let's jump over there real quick and take a look. Oh, the time-lapse videos help you out a lot? Yeah, that's why I continue to do them, right? So now this one won't come out tomorrow because YouTube takes forever to download from, and it takes a little bit with the program that I use for it to be fully registered with YouTube before it can then download it. So there's always a little bit of a thing. Yeah, you can use the dozer to push into there. Except for we just have the dozer over here for right now. I mean, I was doing that to begin with, but then I still have to, I still got to take that back hill out, right? So we want to make sure that we're getting as much of this top of this hill off as we possibly can, right? So we have to get the back corner taken down first. And once we get that down, then we'll push some more of it down. So with the dozer, we'll bring the dozer back over here and push it down. And we got to deal with the time-lapse saves. If we want those weekly time-lapse of all the progression and stuff like that, like the last two, then we got it. We got to suffer with this. What's up, Taylor? How's it going, guys? I was just been a zombie the last, like, what? I've been a zombie lately, man. Just one, just grinding Starfield, running around like a dummy. Come on, man, save. Holy. What will this area be used for? You can't remember? This area is going to be used for the main sorting facility that we load all of our mines with, pretty much. So this facility here that we're going to be building is going to be for the trucks coming. We're going to be building a station here that the lines come up out of the pits with. And not using floors and things like that is absolutely... It makes it so much more difficult. Makes it way more time consuming too. Right, so the longer... we just been making everything so difficult, right? I could take it, yeah, if you don't mind. Got a long day here, so... Hey, girl. One sec here. Just getting stuff situated with Dopey today. No underground on this one. We're gonna stay away from underground. We did underground so much on the last season. This one's gonna be all about making the mine look like accurate, you know, to a point, and doing all the work difficult. It should be enough to one sec, guys. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Had to chat with the wife there. Get her set for the day. Sweet, another video I can watch later. Really enjoy the digging and watching people dig holes. Hell yeah, TJ. Yeah, that's the content on the channel right now, guys. It's Starfield and Out of Ore. So that's what we're gonna be streaming all week long. So, and we might, depending on Dopey, we might be what she wants to do this weekend. I think I'm just gonna take her out to dinner or something like that, but not sure. We might come back later. And it seems like a lot of people will be getting into the angler, so we might just do a nice relaxing weekend stream of something like the angler, unless she has plans for me. So yeah, she's got plans for me. But now we gotta get into this work. Gotta get into this. We gotta smash this out, or else I'm gonna literally just blow this save up. Go play RuneScape. No, it's, you know, the thing for me, I think, is what the hardest thing mentally is right now with this save. Is, okay, first off, I've already acknowledged that it's gonna be like an 8, like it's probably gonna be a 500-hour save. Right, I've already came to terms with that. Right, I've already came to terms with that. So the other thing is, when the dirt lock and dirt and everything like that was announced, that really put kind of like a damper on me wanting to do it, because right now the way we're playing is misery at the moment. It's absolutely, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? In the dirt lock, the dirt mode will make it better, and the dirt lock and stuff like that will make it so much better. Right, so a mental thing is, it's tough to with the viewer challenge that we're doing here, right? So the challenge pretty much that we're at. And hearing that was kind of just like, oh man, I just kind of want to wait, but you guys don't want to wait. So we're gonna push this, right? Since when can I use conveyors? I can only use conveyors for a short distance, and I can only use it for moving dirt and stuff. I can't use it to run pay to the plant. This was talked about a few streams ago. So yeah, I'm not allowed to I am not allowed to do any type of stuff like the belt mining per se, is what it is. So if anything that's going to make money or XP, if it's meant for just making the plant bigger, or the moving dirt, we're okay. Yeah, no, it's a little like, what the hell? No, there's been no patch at all, so I don't even know if that's going to be coming into this patch or not. I really haven't seen anything about it, or if he's addressing it, or what's going on. I would assume so. I would assume. We would hope. But hope that within Dirt Lock, or not Dirt Lock, bulk mode. I keep calling it Dirt Lock. Bulk mode. Sorry, guys. I would hope within bulk mode that, like, they would be changed, right? 22nd or 23rd is what he said on the thing. Let me bring that up real quick here. Sorry a second, guys. Steam, one sec. Store. Take a look here. Last update note, he said it will be on the 22nd or the 23rd, estimated. Doesn't mean that it is coming out. So it puts it out on Friday or Saturday-ish, a couple weeks from now. But they'll be improving the dirt handling, improved dirt lock, manual dirt locks coming back, optional bulk mode, gameplay option, gamepad buttons and stuff like that being fixed, hints, and also visual improvements to better contrast and stuff like that. Hell yeah. So this patch did get a change. It's not going to be the vehicle physics and stuff like that on this patch, like you said in the previous mode, because it's the that's too big of a task to get done in this short of a time period, right? So he's got too much equipment now in the game, and it's just a monster. That's a monster task to change all the physics and everything like that for every vehicle. It's just too much. We have too many different variants of the vehicles, and it's like, it's not all just copy pasta like people believe. So to flow dirt, you mean fill planes and stuff? Fill plane and what you normally see on like say like Farm Sim and Gold Rush. He's adding that in this week. Not this week, but on the next patch. So sometime within the next month, we're getting that update, or this month, and it could be, if it's delayed a week or two, who knows, right? So we shall see when that patch hits. I'll do a complete comparison of all the changes and stuff like that when I get my hands on it. So that way we can fill you guys in on some of those little details and all that good stuff. Also, too, we released the wash plant breakdown production video. Thank you guys very much for leaving comments on that, and hopefully it helps some of you guys out a little bit. I know it was pretty basic, but that's the way we wanted to keep it, because there's a lot of people that get confused on watching everybody else's stuff, trying to figure out what the hell everything goes. So I wanted to keep it stupid simple, guys, is what it is. When I do tutorials, we're trying to keep it stupid simple, because we're trying to show someone that maybe never seen the game at all or understands anything about the game. So that's generally, when I do tutorials, that's the way it is, right? So I don't like going into super hardcore advanced stuff, because then it pickles people's brains and they don't really learn that much, and they maybe just misstep something. So first you gotta start with the basics, right? The very, 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 very basics. And sorry that video took so long. It's just obviously you can tell I did a lot of work on that video. That's probably one of the most edited videos I've ever done. And it being one of the shortest videos, it still took me like 20-30 hours to do that video. Because I'm not like a fast editor, and I don't know how to do like graphic effects like that, and I had to learn all that stuff. So yeah, what's up, John? How's it going, man? If I miss anybody coming to chat, hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you guys say something, say hello. If you're new, say hi. Say hello. Everyone's got that out of war burn. It was nice to see all these new people, new faces over the thing, but I knew it wasn't going to last. So I was kind of like, you know, I got to get back to my normal routine, right? So it was nice to see, you know, 100, 120 people in the streams, like the last like almost 3 weeks. Getting those likes and everything like that. Appreciate that attention, guys. It feels good. We know as content creators, it generally doesn't stay when it's something that's like a new thing, like Out of War was coming out with this new patch and everything. So why are we? Hold on, guys. Getting stupid ads popping up still. 1 second, guys. No. How do I turn? How they're done? Schedule. Get off. Okay, I think that's gonna stop them from just popping up, but I don't know. We'll see. Hold on, I'm trying to help you guys out here. Yeah, it was really nice to see that 50 likes or 100 likes in 100 minutes. Like, it was crazy, dudes. 22 years ago, the world was stunned. Yes, it was. 22 years, man. Isn't that insane? The 11th of September, man. Remember that day? Remember waking up and seeing that, and I was like, holy shit. That was some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I think I just turned off the ads. I'm not sure. We'll see how that works, if we get any more. Here, let's go. I am gonna bring the dozer over here real quick and see if I can flatten this out a little bit more. Had to post it. Hell yeah, man. Crazy day in history on that one. I'll delete this berm. Little barrier here. Hey, come on, man. And we're going to delete this one down here so we don't delete too much voxel. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and leave it. Lost a friend that day, man. Yep. Some people don't even know what it is or what you know what I mean? It's just because they weren't even born. The newer gen. What happened? Why is everybody like talking about what's this thing going on here? Saving time lapse. Yeah, I needed that drink. Yeah, I didn't know I had to work last night. Got done playing Starfield and I was like getting ready to go like get cozy in bed. My boss was like, oh, we got to do this and this tonight. I was like, I thought I had to go back tonight. No, I had to go back last night. Good thing I didn't go and fall asleep, man. Just got out of the shower and I like after stream and just chilling there. I was like, what? Say what, dude? Gotta go to work. Damn it. That was terrible. I didn't want to work. You know, it's like, I don't want to work today. Sucks. Yeah. I mean, well, there is only 30 people here watching. That's pretty normal. If we still hit the 50 and 50, I'll be kind of shocked. At least the 50 and 50. I highly doubt we're hitting the 100 and 100. Like the burnout period. A lot of people are burnt out on this game right now. We've been playing it hard. Everybody's been playing hard, and everyone's playing other new games and stuff again. But this game has about a like I even told Christian this. I was like, the game has about a 2 to 3 week window of where the players will play it and binge it, and it's very bingey, and then it kind of drops down right after about that 2 to 3 weeks. So for me, like that's why I'm moving into playing other games. I even said this a while ago. I was like, you know, once the patch calms down, this was a monster patch that came out, so it was gonna warrant a lot of people coming back to play. But yeah, it's you know, it's gonna fall back ever here and there, right? Which is completely fine. We found a lot of cool new people coming in. We got to meet a lot of new people, a lot of cool, interesting conversations, and I'm super grateful for that. So that was fun. Hey, Rebel, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of cool new people we got to meet this last month. A lot of new subscribers. Some crazy funny moments. And this is where the grind is for a content creator. You know, it's fun to have those big peak moments, and it's like super fun and stuff, right? But that's not the way it is all the time, especially for a smaller channel, right? Unless you have a crazy like audience from somewhere else. Generally, you're gonna stream for a small amount of people, right? So, which we're used to that, and that's no big deal at all. Just kind of chilling, relaxing, to kind of just. It was really, honestly, I was in zombie mode this week, because I was just like, you know, from partying with Amanda for like 4 days straight. You know, partying with Amanda for like 4 days straight because of our anniversary. The new kitty cat. Just everything. Jojo, what's up, man? The king is back. Yo, what's up? Been watching your videos since 2017? From all the way from the beginning, huh? Alright, sounds good, man. Yeah, Out of War's been great to the channel. I'm happy to play another mining game. After playing Gold Rush for so many years, since you've been watching since 2017, you know how much I put in. What's the sound here? Let's see if you guys are getting squeaked to death here. Yes, you are. You are getting squeaked hardcore. Come on, game. Respawn, please. There we go. Need to tab out here. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. Go ahead and give you guys go to my sound. Why did it go there? Sound. Not where I wanted to go. Thank you very much, game. Let's see. Oh, did it really change everything? Come on. Open mixer volume. There we go. Out of War. We're going to slide Out of War down a little bit more. It's not too bad, right? The squeaking, we'll back up off all that a little bit more. We'll go down to 50% on Out of War. Squeaking is bullshit. Oh, it's not me interesting no matter what I played? Hey. Good to hear. I always came to the conclusion that nobody cared. I was like, as long as I'm playing a digging game, I was like, yeah, people are happy. I've had a good showing for Starfield. I mean, no matter what we play, you're gonna have people to drop off, right? Because time zones, especially when you're streaming like this time right now. This time, Europe and stuff can watch, right? But as it gets a little later, you guys start to drop off, and then North Americans start to pop on. Then you have Australians that are just all over the place, no matter what. So, yeah, it's a little crazy sometimes. Nah, man, I'm happy. I'm having fun playing the games we're playing. Everyone's like getting their kids ready to go back to school and stuff, man, too. The community. Like I've been watching, reading all your guys' posts, and everyone's like, yeah, just super busy right now. Got to get the kids ready to go back to school. Yep, Netherlands. Yes, yep. We got Johannem. Yep. Australian. It's almost 6 a.m. there for you guys on the East Coast. It's only like noon for me right now. 12:30, something like that. Oh, that's the bummer with the dozer right there. It will delete it if you wiggle it just right, but it should just push through, right? That's pretty much the dozer is where the dozer's broken, right? A lot of people say it doesn't have any pushing power anymore because it gets stuck on things, but that's pretty much what they're referring to. It's not the fact that it doesn't like push dirt, it's the fact that it gets stuck on these little corners. So it makes it feel nerfed because it gets hung up so much. Right, so we always just joke about it. Everyone's like, the dozer's just broken piece of shit. It's like, because you're trying to doze through something that it's having a hard time with, right? So it's not like it's horrible. It's just you gotta know how to finesse it, right? Stay here till that gets devoured. Another Dutchie. Yeah, we got a lot of Dutchies up in this house. A lot of OG viewers too. OG Dutchies. It was always in the live streams. It was always a battle between how many Aussies we had watching, people from New Zealand, and Dutchies. Pretty much is always what it was for a long time, and it still kind of is actually because of our time slot, right? So it really is during the live stream. Since I stream at this time, we don't get a lot of North Americans. We get more Europeans and stuff like that, right? And Australians. When I stream later, it's mainly North Americans, right? So, or your guys' early mornings. Kind of goes a lot of different ways. I just find it fascinating regardless. And time save. It's 3 p.m. for you? East Coast. What's up, Damien? Cody? Yes. Have you guys gotten any ads since I turned that off? Trying to figure that new thing out. It's been like kind of annoying. They're changing all their new they're incorporating a whole lot of new stuff for advertisements. Right, so you gotta make sure the options are set correctly. Like, there's no point in me playing ads. Like, there really is not. I did it the other day during a Starfield stream. We had like 30 something people watching for hours, and I had it turned on like medium settings. So with 30 people watching and getting just completely pummeled with ads, it was like only that we made like a whole whopping, like I think it was like $3. Woo, boys. Oh my gosh. Way to go, YouTube. Noi live people for the content creators, small content creators to make nothing. Great way to grow small channels. Great way. Good job, buddy. With the big bucks, right? Yeah, insane. All it's doing is it's I think what they're doing is so they're seems like YouTube is really on this. They wanted to gate 4K footage behind premium, right? So you know they're, you know what I mean? You know that they're going for it. I get way more from donations, so there's no reason for me to run ads. That's what I was saying. There's in my videos, yes. In my videos, yeah, I'll run ads. I'll let them do their thing, right? Because one thing I've learned is that when you don't allow them to run ads, they don't promote your shit. So in the videos, it's nice to do the videos have a little bit more extra promotion. And every time I turn monetization off, it just doesn't get promoted. So that's no bueno, right? So kind of forced there. They kind of strong arm me on that one. It is expensive to run YouTube. I mean, it is expensive to hold all these videos and all these bandwidth. You know how horrible it would be? It'd be such a pain in the ass if all of a sudden they were like, well, YouTube's not saving any live stream VODs like Twitch does. You know how they delete the VODs after so many days? That would be super shitty. So you want to know what? I'm okay with paying the... I'm okay with them doing what they need to do to make money and stuff, right? Because we get a lot of cool features here on YouTube, and that's pretty chill. Honestly, like, we get a lot of cool stuff. Like, all the VODs get saved from your favorite content creators, you know, and that's a luxury that we get because we have them charging for services and advertising and stuff like that, right? So it is what it is. It's just part of the whole system, right? No, yeah, we're fan funded here. We're not YouTube funded here by any means. Right? So people ask me how much I get in ad revenue. Fucking nothing. It's all you guys. Like hardly anything at all, really. I don't get millions of views a month, so it does give a little bit at the end of a month. Like at the end of a month, it's not, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not like I can quit my job, you know. We would have to have months like last month for me in order to quit my job, like, and do YouTube full time again. But that's insane because you guys were absolutely, you guys went crazy last month. I don't even know what to say. You guys were hunting grays out like right and left. It was, I can't believe that we hit 790 subs or members, right? And we only have a total of like 78 of that are paid by themselves. So 78 of you pay for your membership to the channel by yourself. We're at 790 something from this last month. Absolutely insane. That's over 600 something gifted subs. That was Adobe was like looking at the analytics and she's like, well, yeah, I mean, like technically you could quit your job. She said, I will let you quit your job when we see 750 people that pay for it on their own. And I was like, well, I ain't quit my job for a while then. Shit. Eesh. No, the big hitters, the big hitters of last month were Josh here, Glenn, and Den dropping. Those are the three top gifters from last month. YouTube doesn't pay out until you hit 100K subs? What do you mean? I get paychecks from YouTube. When, like last month, what my buddy says, my buddy has 1 million subscribers. Well, one of them does. He has over 1 million subs. And he said, or we were kind of comparing some stats, and he's like, well, you made more money than I did last month. He's like, how the fuck does that work? I was like, well, that's what happens when you get paid by views, man. Versus being a live streamer and your community's beast moding it. But can you count on that? No, and nor would I. Last month was amazing. Like I was saying, you guys were absolutely insane, right? So that's the thing. It's never the same for everybody. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. YouTube does do different things to your channel. No, 500 subs is monetized. What do you mean? What? Payout at 500? Oh, you mean yeah. You can start being monetized. Or I think what Jason means is that YouTube kind of unlocks a little bit more for you, which he is correct. When you hit 10K, they start giving you more impressions for people to look at your content. It's up to you whether or not you capitalize. It always is. Doesn't mean just the golden ticket's handed to you, right? So at 100K, it seems like they hand you more people to look at your content. Like what people don't realize is this. There's one thing about YouTube. You can post a video. It doesn't just get shown to everybody. It doesn't get broadcasted to everybody. It doesn't do anything. YouTube allows it to be shown to people based upon whether or not it gets likes and stuff like that. If the video flops and no one's liking it and it doesn't do anything, it's just not going to go anywhere. So that's why small channels, you got to work really hard. You got to make really good videos, dudes. Unless you're playing something like this and it's new and nobody else is playing it, and you kind of get lucky and it pops off for you and you get a couple hundred subs, you're kind of screwed, just like everybody else. So just like everyone else. They did reduce it. Yes, they did reduce the number of people that it takes because people were, you know, they want more people to come to the. Well, here's what it is. I'll be honest about it. You know what it is? You want to know why they really reduced it? They want to steal all the people from Twitch. That's why they reduced the number. They reduced the number because they want to steal more people over from Twitch, because people on Twitch are afraid that they'll come over here and they won't be able to get monetized and they won't be able to make money. That's why. Right? So, and Twitch is dying, so they need more people to come. Which everyone knows Twitch is dying, right? Everybody does. Everyone knows it is. Twitch even knows Twitch is dying. But they're not going to allow you just to come over here and do nothing and be monetized. So they have to put some type of gate in there, or else what'll happen is you'll have all these little cheaty channels like popping up trying to scam people and be monetized right off the bat, right? So they have to have some type of gate in there for that to happen. Twitch messed everything up. They had a good thing going until they went like stupid. I don't even know what I'm trying to describe it really. They just went dumb. I mean, we saw this happening for how long? I mean, everybody that watches Twitch and stuff like that, right? We've all known that Twitch was gonna die at a certain point just because their policies and the way that the companies ran, right? So YouTube, I mean, one thing that Twitch does have is Twitch has a community that's a little different. Twitch community and YouTube community are completely different, right? YouTube and Twitch communities are way different. Twitch people are more on Twitch. They're more trolly. They really are. They're freaking trolls, and a lot of your views will come from just other content creators, right? So. And it's kind of like it's hard to grow when the only people that are watching you are people that are trying to grow themselves. So on YouTube you have more discoverability than you do on Twitch. What's up, Trailer Blazer? What's up, man? Just been watching all your season 3 this last week. Finally at your lives now. Hell yeah. That's another thing too. I needed to take a little bit of a break on because I noticed that a lot of you guys that were watching are like, you guys are coming in. Dude, I'm like 4 episodes behind. I got like 30 hours to watch, dude. I guess this little break this week was actually pretty good. It was allowed me to catch up on all the recap, time-lapse streams and stuff like that. So Apples to oranges. No, yeah, it's just it's a crazy thing. Like it's a crazy industry. It's not easy at all. Becoming a streamer or a content creator takes a lot of work. You gotta have a lot of personality. Just narrating your content does not work. You, over a long period of time, you have to know how to talk to people and chat about different things. Don't just be a door greeter pretty much as a content creator. I see a lot of content creators just being door greeters. No, you got to have a little bit more substance to yourself, right? You can't just be a door greeter, right? Like as soon as someone comes in, you can't just be sitting there waiting to door greet people for a sub or a view, right? Because then you're not being yourself. Then you're just being a cheesy ass. Like you might as well just be an elevator operator, right? And you gotta be willing to piss people off. Okay. I love pissing people off. Oh man, it's my favorite thing in the world because they think that I love when people come into a stream and they expect you to suck their ass for a view. No, hell no. No. Other way around, bruh. You know? Nope. Not happening here, buddy. How long is estimated before you finish the floor in this mega project? Hopefully today. Hopefully today we get this smashed out. Yo, what's up, Christian? Yeah, hopefully sometime this, if not today, tomorrow, because we're only going for about 4 hours today. And then I'll be moving back to Starfield, so then I gotta go to work. Yeah, back to work. Running dualies on the loader? Yeah, that's right. It's the only thing that seems like it make it turn properly a little bit more. Out of all the different tire combinations. What's up, bold man? Other than that, just the butt just wiggles hard, real hard. And that's actually a big topic while we have you here from last week or the week before. Did you put in, do any of the tires add grip? I know we talked about this at some point, but gotta nerf that tire combo then? No. No. All right, we'll take them off. Do any of the tires actually have grip, or is it just a visual right now? The different tire combinations. That's one thing that people have been asking a lot. Some people were like, man, we have like no sound now. Now we have no sound because we're not using the dozer. I gotta keep going in and changing my volume sound on the game in my mixer board. There we go. Give you guys a little sound here. Still pretty low. Yeah, I don't see any, I don't really see any change in the sounds are low, but okay. Yeah, because I kind of just crippled them into the ground because of the dozer. The dozer's just, as a streamer, using the dozer is painful to the viewers. Any tracked vehicle right now, actually, to be honest. The sounds are just like, I had to constantly go in and change the volume down. Yeah, it just seems like, you know, and a lot of people portray, like, say, the chains to be there for grip. And a lot of people don't really know that the chains are not for grip. In real life, they're mainly, the main use for putting chains on is for durability. That way shale and bedrock don't puncture in between the treads and blow the tires out. Right, so yeah, it's definitely a they do add grip, but it's not necessarily per se what the chains are used for. It's not like you're putting them on your truck to go up a hill when it's snowy. Right? So that was kind of like a, yeah, it's pretty much, it's just the tread, right? And the reason why people don't realize why they're like blue and stuff, the reason why they're blue, or it depends on the, first off, it depends on the company. Certain companies paint it like a blue. Yeah, and also too, the type of chain depends as well too. So you'll have some chains that have these little metal links around the links, and those are the ones that are more armored. And then you have a flatter link as well, then you have more of a rounded link. So the ones that are flatter are more for protection, and the ones that are like rounded with like the sharper edge on it are for traction, from what I was told, and when I was doing mining stuff. Now the color is just the company, right? So some of them are like, you see a lot of stuff that's like blue. The only reason why they're that color is because it's the manufacturer, and it tells you when they need to be replaced or flipped and rotated. When the color wears and you don't see the color anymore, then you have to then you rotate them. Mechanics will come out and rotate the chains, or put new chains on. Yeah, there's a whole crazy amount of science that goes behind and applications for the chains. It's not just grip like a lot of people think. In a video game application, yeah, you could easily just tie it just to only grip alone, but durability would be, I would think it would work best for durability. Yep. Yeah, in different places in the world, different manufacturers all have different colors. Yeah, it's there's like red, orange. You know, mainly with the big haul trucks, I think they use the orange or the red in the big giant. It depends on the what they're running, they're running. If they're running like sharp aggregate bedrock, it's mainly like orange, I believe, but that's also depending on the manufacturer as well. Yeah, those tires are expensive on those big haul trucks. Whoo, boy. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see the chains like help with like a durability and stuff as well down the road. But that's like ways down the road, right? So on looking at the roadmap for like repairs and things like that. With chains added slippage when on hard rock or ice. Yeah, that's true as well too. That's like people don't understand, like, oh, dozers don't slide around. Bullshit. Get them on permafrost to watch what happens. Even a D12, D10, it doesn't matter. You put them on ice, they're just gonna slide. Dude, that's a track, right? That's a heavy track. They'll slide around. How do I feel about the quota system? Let's see here. For me, the quota, you mean like the interest is what you're saying, or the progression? I think the progression's fine. I'm going super slow, and I'm not really having a problem with progression, right? I haven't mined for over like 30 hours, almost 30-40 hours. I haven't ran any actual XP, right? Since we've been pretty much just moving we're pretty much just moving topsoil is all we're really doing, trying to fill in this this bench so we can then build our processing plant, then we can start building the mine. So we only just had a couple spot mines at the moment. So I have to do like the wiggle straighten with this thing to get it to kind of be able to run correctly. Also too, one really weird thing that we had, Christian, like last week, was I was playing for like 8 hours, right? And then all of a sudden, all the small machines started producing larger voxels as well. It was super strange. And then it stopped when I closed the game and opened the game back up. It was really, really, really odd. Oh, you mean like, I think you did say he's eventually working on something like that. Like a quote, I mean, she's here right now, so. Like questing and stuff like that? Possibly. The interest payment, well, why did you guys find that that was so easy? I was going as slow as possible and I didn't have any problems with the interest or paying off $1 million loan. And I took $1 million loan. So yeah, that's crazy. You guys are that people are having a hard time with the interest payment. I ran coal. I paid mine off with coal. I didn't use I didn't do lithium and stuff like that. I paid mine off with coal. I just used like a 200 or a 300 loader and a rock truck, and that was it. The dirt system is almost 100% redone. Only the explosives and the plant use the old dirt now. Yeah, okay. So any issues at the moment should be gone. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, you mean, yeah, the only thing I found annoying about the interest rate was the damn sound it made every minute. Rage. That was the only thing I had a problem with. But not everybody's gonna play at the same speed and same pace and stuff like that, so it can be a little bit hard sometimes. Go ahead and put another bend on it this way. Have any more? No. Dynamic pricing's becoming for sure as well too. Yeah, hopefully this dirt solution is gonna be something that's a little bit more, you know, has some longevity to it. You know what I mean? Because and like we've discussed this a lot on the channel. People like, you know, oh, the dirt just keeps changing from 1 minute to the next. 1 minute to the next, it's always something different. And it's like, isn't that a good thing though? Right? Like, isn't that good that we're not just like, okay, here it is and that's it, and then it could be horrible and people would be like, you know, at least it's being constantly worked on to be the best that it can be, right? So I'd rather see you working on it to make it always better, right? And constantly improving. And not just being like, okay, here it is, it's done, and you know, it's never gonna get changed and that's it, and you know, here you guys go, too bad, deal with it, right? Type of thing. But no, you've constantly been working on it and taking old iterations of the game, new, you know, now we're going back to bulk mode. It does make sense. I mean, honestly, when you said you were going to do that, you told me originally no. You're like, in DMs, you're like, no, we're not going back to bulk mode. I was like, he'll regret that. It's coming back. Voxels are just such a pain in the ass. The having all these entities is just such a pain in the ass. I figured at some point you're going to dabble with it again. First one that you actually like, good. I'm glad that you think about it that way, honestly. Because if you're not happy playing your own game, man, it can be dullville, right? It can be very dull. And it's good that you play it and you like it, and you know, you're playing it for your own style as well, let alone what we say. We can joke and just be stupid all day long, you know, so making sure you're always looking to like improve the game and have fun with it is important. I find it to be one of the more important things than just building it for money and stuff like that, right? We get a better game when you enjoy it, right? So it's always that way. When the devs are passionate about their project, then we get a better game, right? Especially when the developer knows and is in that field as well too. So, you know, being able to operate heavy equipment, you're going to have a better feel for someone that doesn't if you're building a game like this. Right, so I always find that to be a massive bonus over even over coding and skill in like engines like Unreal and stuff like that. I find it better to take the slower approach with the indie dev than the big guys that have no clue what they're even doing. They may have all the skill and all the employees in the world, but if they don't have any real world experience, it just doesn't feel right anyways, regardless. So they could be masters at coding and masters at this and masters at that. It don't mean nothing because they've never sat foot in a piece of equipment, so they don't know. But then you always have the fact where it's like interfacing with, you know, a game being a game and real life being real life, right? So you have to kind of give and take a little few things there. The only thing I regret is adding bulk because I've managed to tame the balls to an extent that a lot of people miss out. Yeah, that's always the thing, right? Is some people are gonna like, so we've had this, this is one of the, since you announced it publicly, I obviously didn't say anything because when you announced it, it was like, okay, this is going to be one of the biggest discussions that we're going to have. And it was before too, when you added it on the previous version around Christmas time, right? So it was kind of like a, you know, some people were like, oh, I really like the balls, right? I really like the balls. I like balls, dude. It is what it is. I like a combination of both of them. That's what I found out. Between the bulk dirt and the voxel, like in the dozer, I love the voxels, right? I didn't like the bulk mode in with the dozer before. I preferred the voxels. And with the dirt lock, with the equipment, I didn't mind loading, but I definitely loved the fill planes with the bulk mode when it came to like the rock trucks and stuff. So hauling material, bulk mode was mint before. And I didn't mind fill plane. The loader, I didn't care either way. It felt fine. Now the excavator on the other hand, I feel like the excavator is such a giant pain in the ass in almost every video game that I kind of just preferred bulk versus the balls because it just felt better. Now, but the only problem with the bulk mode before was that I think all the machines should stop cutting when the bucket hits 100%. I don't think they should continue to push dirt when the bulk is at 100, because then it's just kind of like anything can become a dozer or a deleting tool at that point, and it makes it feel a little bit like mega cheese. So I think that like, and it's really, it seems like it might be a little hard. Maybe on generation you could do it to where it stops generating after a certain point with the things. I'm not sure how you have that exactly set up now, but it seems like they just push forever. And you know, not a lot of players finesse, right? So that's one issue that I see a lot of people having. I'm just being sassy. Oh God, be sassy on this. Yeah, so I think that it's the bulk mode would be nice if I'd say anything, that it would stop cutting at 100% bucket fill, or stop filling, or stop cutting. At the moment, the bulk will stop cutting, the ore balls don't. Yeah, that's a hard one, right? Like, how do you, I mean, there'd be a few workarounds for that. Like on generation, X amount generated, like roughly how many does it take to fill the bucket, and then add like a little bit past that. I mean, I guess that'd be one way you could do it, right? Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait and see. And that's one thing a lot of people are waiting for me to do, is the video on the video for the new bulk changes and what it's actually going to change and everything like that. So that'll probably be my next video that I do, because I'm not going to be doing any more tutorials at the moment. So just don't have the time to get in there and smash those out. I like the dirt balls in the wash plant. Balls. Some of you guys must be behind on the video. Okay. I like the dirt balls. You mean when they come out of the wash plant? You don't really see them, do you? No. We got so much area to fill in. I've had to completely change this over. This will be a 40-hour project. We haven't not ran any for any XP at all. This is absolutely insane. This is one point where I actually don't mind the balls dropping on the ground. Yeah, this save we're not allowed to play with conveyor belts, like conveyor mining. So no dropping of pay. We're not allowed to play with floor tiles for mining. So it's been gruesome. Oh, you mean you like the belt mining where you can drop it on there. The biggest change, however, is with is both optimizations and behind the scenes. Setting it up and making new vehicles is a dream compared to the old. I bet it is. You've been working on that quite a bit over the last you know, since the start of the game, right? And before with the original game, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I know everybody here is looking forward to seeing it too. Oh, you like watching it fall from the plant and stuff like that? Yeah, I do too, and I do like watching it do different things, right? Like as well with the plant and interaction with the plant. Yeah, it's really good to hear. Like you said last time, you said it was like you learned a lot that you can do with it for optimization and things like that with entities in the world as well as the balls. So that's, I mean, it's constantly being worked on, right? That's what I was saying. Some people are just like, you know, some people complain it's constantly being changed and they liked it one minute and didn't like it the next, but change and iteration is good. Eventually, after like a year or so, you know, it could just click one day and all of a sudden you're just like, the system you have even that you're working on now, you could just be like, oh man, bonehead moment, light bulb pops off, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, now we're changing it again and it's 10 times better than it was before, right? So, you know, it's constantly just being worked on. And that's the good thing. I think people need to realize. And it's okay for things to be changed constantly and not get used to anything right now and not be hooked on anything like it's die hard set in stone. Some people are getting a little pissed off, but it's like, dudes, at least it's being worked on, right? Like people were saying, you know, oh, construction sim digging is really good. Actually, no, it's not. I think the only thing that's good about construction simulator digging is the feel between the sound, like the way when you're dumping into the rock trucks, the sound, and when the dirt hits the truck, that feels so good in the game as a player in immersion. But I don't think the digging's good at all. I think the digging's ass. It's horrible. Like it's not good. The digging and the dozing and stuff like that is just kind of blah. Like the best thing that construction simulator has going for it is that immersive feel when dumping into a rock truck. And they nailed it. That's tasty. Well, the other thing too is, couldn't you technically merge both of them together? Like, I mean, you probably hate hearing this, but Gold Rush did that. Gold Rush uses these type of as well, but they use less of them and they hide them in animation and dirt. You kind of get the best of both worlds. So you do have the ball and you do have the fill plane, so to speak. Right? So it kind of gives people the best of both. They could have done a little bit more, but it was performance problems with Unity, the reason why they had to back off of the amount of balls. But oh, we gotta go fix that. over there. I'm fine with whatever, to be honest. I'm not really like picky per se on one or the other. Like I'll still play at these type of games no matter what, regardless of like if it's like certain things, or I just enjoy these type of games. Nope, we need to go the other way. Bling. Great, come back to the room and Split's talking about balls. Isn't that always what we're talking about here now all the time? Everyone's talking about how they like balls, or they like bulk balls, or bulk balls discount. It's always some type of ball talk going on here now all of a sudden. Like I've always just been happy with any mode regardless. I don't know. I'm just like any change I'm like cool. And sometimes change is not good. Sometimes it's great. So the only thing that made me stop playing it in January, in like, let's see here, January, February, and March, was because we could only run for like 10 minutes. Right? We could only run for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then we had to wait and then save and stop and turn the game back on. That's the only, because it was like, oh my goodness, I played like 300 hours like that, right? And it just became too much. And then you said you were revamping the game to be a little bit better, so I was like, okay, perfect time to take a break. Perfect time to take a break from the game, right? First game where a streamer makes a game R-rated. Yeah, well, that's my specialty. The biggest balls of them all. Which piece of equipment's got the biggest ones? Time lapse. Is there a limit you can set to that? Because I wish we could set how many it saves before it does that, right? Because I could definitely handle a lot more on my computer than maybe somebody else would. And I wonder if there's a duration, because it doesn't seem like there's a difference between running the game. It doesn't seem like there's a difference in how fast it'll save the game, the photos, between an SSD, an HDD, and a Gen 4 NVMe. There's no difference. So I was like, because I tested that on my wife's computer. I was like, I wanted to see if the save was different, and it's pretty much the exact same time. I tested it on her HHD and SSD. We're getting way more underground in drilling. First, we need the new breakdown system and cameras. So, you said it in the, what was it, the weekly breakdown. So this patch is mainly just the dirt now and the visual optimizations and stuff like that. Is that so you're going to be going into just like one vehicle class at a time when it comes to the new physics? Try not to use Unreal terms, because people will be like, what the shit are you talking about, dude? Try to, if we start talking about like parent actors, child actors, and stuff like that, these guys are going to be like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? So you're going to be doing like the loaders, or, them in one vehicle at a time, or just the different classes? I know a lot of people were really looking forward to that, because they, they're like, yeah, so you're doing the vehicle in batches. Okay. I mean, a rock truck is pretty relatively simple, right? It drives, you fill it up, one point to the other. The main thing is the excavator. I think that's the one that most people, it's just the bane of these type of games, because there's so much scrap. How do you feel? Do you think it's harder to work on the excavator? What piece of equipment do you feel, actually, Christian, that is the one that's just like, you just want to hold your fist up in the air and start shaking it? You were starting to grab that keyboard moment, you know what I mean? It's got to be the excavator. It's got to be. The hardest is the grader, huh? That's the one that makes you want to rage the most. Yeah, the grader, because the grader, you gotta be like, you gotta be really on anything you're trying to get smooth. You gotta be watching it, and you gotta be pressing one button at a time, right? It's not like you can't just speed run smoothing pads out, right? You know, you really, when you're just smashing into the dirt like this, yeah, it's fine. You can just go like turbo speed and just like crush it out. But when you're trying to make something smooth, yeah. You want to take that time and finesse it. But the upgrades for the vehicles are going to be next gen. Dude, I know that. I'm waiting for that. I love the excavators. I love them in these games. But it just felt like with the voxels and the overdigging and then the dirt loss on the remerge, it just felt like the excavators just destroy the ground so fast and you don't really get a lot out of it. So, you know, it's getting there. Getting there. No big deal, right? It's getting there. So it was like it's just, you know, so I think that's where most players stand with our discussions and stuff like that we've had over like since we've had a lot of talk time when it comes to this last patch coming and hitting out, right? We've streamed over 100 and something hours. Lots of discussions about it, and it seems just like right now the prime equipment to use is the loader. Yo, what's up, Woozy? What's up, Kerbo? I mean, I'll use the excavator for a simulation feel when I'm just like, I need something else to do. Because I've been in the equipment for one piece of equipment for too long. But it's hard to get over that dirt loss feeling. The loader doesn't seem as bad. But the excavators right now is just like brutal. The loader does feel a little on the weird side. Not the loader, but the roller. I agree, and okay. I've seen some people. Okay, let's actually go to loader real quick, or the roller. I've seen some people keep asking me, Split, has your roller been rooster tailing? No, I've never actually had that happen. I don't know what that is. All of a sudden it'll start spraying voxels out of it. I've never had this thing generate a voxel at all. Like, I've never had it generate a voxel. Even going over like weird little bumps and stuff like that, and like all this stuff, I've never had it generate a voxel. But it does seem like it drops into the ground quite a bit versus the way it used to. Because that's normal, that's expected, because you're driving over a big area and it's trying to flatten it out to it. But yeah, I've never had it do what people are saying that it's doing. The bar on the front needs to be trimmed. The bar on the front needs to just be deleted. If anything needs to be nerfed, can we nerf the nose on the roller? Needs a makeover. Yeah, I can't get this thing to do what people are saying. Yeah, T-Bone's been doing a really good job can't wait to see a lot of the stuff. I mean, that's going to be coming out. Hopefully there's a tailgate. By the time a tailgate comes, we won't need one with bulk mode or T-bone. Yeah, I don't mine doesn't rooster tail. I wonder what causes that. I've seen quite a few people where it's like it just starts throwing voxels everywhere. Like I've never had that happen. We've done so much rolling on this save. I didn't know it was like a meme for you guys. Somebody else said that it's like the tailgate meme has been in the community for way longer than Out of War. I don't know the history of your guys' stuff. I didn't really play Farm Sim really that much, like hardcore. Some people were like, the tailgate meme goes way farther back apparently. Like I was like, what? Huh? You know what causes the rooster tail? I can't get it to happen. I can't get it. I was trying the other day, like, and I couldn't figure it out. I was even watching these guys and I was like, why is it happening? I thought it was some type of performance thing or something. Like, cause you gotta turn it on. Do you have to turn this thing on? I've just been missing it all these hours. The people that I were watching play it with it was they were lagging really bad, right? When they were trying to like stream it. So you could tell they were lagging. You just buy him a tailgate. You just go down to someone that makes like trophies and just make him the golden tailgate trophy, dude. Just like I just sent it to him. Oh man. Just send him a freaking golden tailgate trophy. Go get one of those bronze plaques made. Just send him the tailgate. Yeah, that's the only time I saw it happening was on it. I never saw it happening other than people that were lagging really bad. Might finally get to use a 3D printer. You should make him a tailgate trophy. Oh, that would be mint. Oh man. The only other thing that I could think of for like I just don't know was like I saw people trying to drive over like grass clumps and stuff mixed with like dirt, and I really don't know. Couldn't figure it out. Yeah, auto spline would be kind of cool too, because a lot of people are saying they want like asphalt roads and stuff that don't get messed up. It'd be cool to put some type of like spline system that we can actually use, and it'll auto elevate to a certain point, like a certain parameter. So we have to cut it in. We have to cut our roads into a certain point, like angle wise. Like, so say I have these hills put in, right? you'd have to cut them in kind of roughly the shape, and then you'd be able to snap from one point up here to like down here. And as long as there's not a point sticking through that spline, it'd be nice that it would fill it all in with like asphalt or like some type of like gravel that can't be modified. We can't drop anything on it. And that way it kind of like finalizes the roads. There's one thing I see a lot of people asking for is like some type of system that we can like do that with. Or just build roads in general, because that's what we're all wondering. That's the other thing that we were wondering. We were like, well, hauling, what does that detail? Like we're all like looking at the new roadmap, right? And we're kind of like, well, what is hauling? Where, I mean, is that like a flatbed pickup, or is that like a like a flat deck, like a semi truck, so we can haul equipment somewhere? If so, man, making roads takes forever. Right, so we're all kind of like curious, and obviously you don't have to say anything, but that's kind of like what I'm wondering, like where the hell are the roads? And to build a road is kind of insane, right? Like, I think the one that gets people the most is like the tires not like smoothing things out when we're driving on them. Like, so you pretty much have to code little things underneath each wheel, right? That act kind of like the roller and just very low strength. I have a purpose made that road builds super vague. Keep fill in the time. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot to introduce new systems and stuff like that, new things to this, or to anything really, and then get it to work right, and then I think we're all just curious. We'd all wish we had a time machine to go like 2 years in the future to see what this game's actually going to be, and that's the great thing about it, is it leaves us all thinking, it leaves us all talking about it, and then we come in and leave suggestions to you, and everybody's chatting about it. Everyone's has fun. Especially when these new patches come out, we're all like super into it for like 2-3 weeks, and then it's like, okay, now we need to play something else. Right, play something else for a little bit. What's up, Keith? What's up, man? I'm waiting for that decor pack, man. I want to be able to place trees and stuff and rocks. And will we be ever able to paint, like just like change the color of something, like not sorry on the ground, like ground layers, like be able to paint grass back in? That'd be kind of cool. That way because it's like right now, once you deform something and you tear something up, it'd be nice to kind of be able to go back in and paint it to make it look like the mine has been there for years, and put some more trees and rocks and things like that around, to kind of return it back to like a little bit of like it's been being worked in for a long time. Creative stuff, because I really do like the creative stuff. Not only do I like doing like the mining and moving dirt and material and stuff like that, but I really do like changing the mine back to where, like, say if it was been running for years, little gravel stuff everywhere, like paint this stuff in, texture painting. I would definitely do a lot of painting on these hills and stuff like that, and like obviously I wouldn't want to paint like the dirt layers in going down the hill, and yeah, it won't be worked on for until late. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, we all call it Bob Rossin. We love just all of a sudden we'll be digging. It just for me personally as a player and someone that enjoys, like, say farm sim, or you know, it's fun doing all the farming work, but then once that becomes a drag, it's really nice to be able to just go into Bob Ross mode and just make everything look really cool and really nice, and that way, because you're playing in these settings for hours, right? You're grinding in these settings, and then all of a sudden, you know, you want to change it all up and make it look different. And first, it's all vehicles for sure. Absolutely, yeah, 100%. I agree. The interaction between the vehicle and the dirt is like a majority bulk part of the game, right? So that has to be focused and getting right. But not, like I said, not necessarily finalized, because you could later on down the road you could change that and be like, okay, yeah. But if you're working in stages, right? I 100% agree. We need to both Bob Ross and towns, roads, etc. The world just can't handle it at the moment. Yeah, that's the thing too, right? Like, there's been so many ideas and suggestions, and like people will say like, well, why not just make the maps like Farm Sim? Maybe the maps are too big. I can kind of agree with that. I think the maps are just too big. Like if I, like for me, for instance, just kind of just spitballing based upon what a lot of people been suggesting in my Discord. Is like the maps are so damn big, right? That's so you see the squares, right? So, you know, it'd be nice to be able to see a map that's maybe not so big and only put the diggable areas in, but make them bigger, obviously, because Gold Rush was too small. It didn't feel open world, right? It was too small for the digging surface or the diggable areas. But being able to buy sections of the map and have like roads that aren't diggable and only put the voxel in areas that are the claims, but make the claims massive, right? The diggable area could be really good size. Yeah, map size, no, map size doesn't matter, but what I mean is like being able to like direct these different areas, so that way it's not just 100% diggable, so that way you guys can put in areas that can be sculpted and made and turned into towns that are not diggable, and you can still use all those cool new features and still have your voxel, right? But it kind of, I mean, some people really love just open world like it is now, and I agree with both sides. But you know, it's also you're kind of seems like you're missing out a lot on being able to just build freely because of the voxel plugin pro. And you know, and then if you want those other things, you kind of have to segment it into both diggable zones versus open world. It seems like, because that's what I noticed with working with voxel plugin pro and Unreal 5, is that yeah, you have a big problem because you can't just merge both. You can merge them both, but you can't have one or the other, I guess is what I should guess say it like that. It's really hard to have all the cool new features and still use this this program or this plugin. It's like, how would you'd have to build so many blocking layers, and then people just go light a nuke off next to a road. You'd have this big giant sheer wall face where it couldn't be like changed, right? Yeah, you could add some erosion buffering and stuff like that to the block, but it'd just be a chaos, right? Like, I think that's what, when people say like, you know, I know I saw, I think it was like I was talking to Hybrid Steel and stuff like that, and a couple of these content creators, a lot of people have been really just like going, it seems like they all want to say they want the game's maps to be kind of like Farm Sim, just bigger diggable areas, but kind of like Farm Sim, right? So, because I think that's just what people are used to, where I kind of agree, but I don't know. I'm kind of split down the middle there. It's just a bummer. Like the blending of this damn thing is just a pain in the ass. You already have a good plan for this? Nice. Well, we can't wait to see it. We're all just theory crafting, right? So we can't wait to see it, man. I know that. Hey fellas, good to see you back on Out of War. I'm personally fed up with Starfield. It's on every single stream right now. Yep. Don't worry, I'll be back to I'm back to Out of War this week. I just wanted to binge a little bit. Needed a break from Out of War. I played over almost 400 hours in the last month and a half between well, testing and doing all kinds of things. So dad joke. Yep. Yeah, I need a little bit of a break. I needed to play something. My brain needed something else. Still does, but you know, that's just part of being a content creator, right? People in view and everybody wants to watch one certain thing, and then you get the content creator gets burnt out, and then they're like, well, now I gotta sit and play this game still. But no, I think so I'm having fun with Starfield. Fun with it. Yeah, I can't wait to see that, man. I can't wait to see around Christmas, around when the game, we're getting pretty close. We'll be doing a 1-year comparison of where the game is, where it started and where it is now, or where, like, after a year. Same, I just finished the main campaign. Quite fun. Got some inspiration. Yeah, I was kind of playing the game too, and I was like, you know, this feature right here would work really nice in Out of War. It doesn't seem like it'd be too complicated. A lot of the stuff that Bethesda does is not very technically hard-coded crap, I guess. Like the outpost system would be kind of cool, honestly. Yeah, like a really simple outpost system where you have another mine set up on the map somewhere else, and you could either put a train system or something like that in with blocks, or anything like that. All kinds of cool things you could do. And play again, you know, as far as being a developer, yeah, playing other games is really key, right? Because you can take inspiration from other games. Why not? I mean, it's just like music, right? Most bands have inspirations, and that's what made them what they are. Same thing as with video games, right? It's not, some people are like, I think what it is we were talking about it quite a bit, and it's like, why do you talk about Gold Rush? It's rude to talk about Gold Rush when you're playing another game. No, it's not. Everybody takes inspiration from everybody. Like Farm Sim, Gold Rush, like all these games, right? How is that rude? Like, I think what it is fanboys try to ruin that feel of taking inspiration from things. Right? And it's just like, it's like the attitude is so old school and archaic. Like, it's like, dudes, everything's already been created already, pretty much in a sense, or almost there, unless we've not seen any new cutting edge game development that it's like, oh my gosh, right? In how long? Over a decade, we haven't seen anything crazy, right? So it's like, you're gonna have to take inspiration from other things and be like, I could kind of do that with this, or kind of do this, like passive things, like having drill growing in the background. Yeah, like oil, like an oil rig. I know a lot of people have been asking for oil, some type of oil drilling, or maybe put it in a refinery. That way you can pop up some oil and natural gas and things like that, right? Like just little things, cool little things to make you know, think a little bit more, feeling a little bit more immersed into the world. I mean, I'm okay with just moving dirt. I don't give a crap. I'll just move dirt forever. Yeah, it's good to play the things. That game is good. Nothing's created in a vacuum. Yeah, you're all, it's been there, done that. Now it's like, what's it gonna be? It's like more like the lines of when it looks like when people are building video games, what are the best parts of all these different things can we use to make something that's kind of feels a little unique? And eventually that's ran out. Like, look at the whole Assassin's Creed model. I'll use that as for instance, it's been beaten to death, right? The Assassin's Creed blueprint has been beaten to death, right? Like, it's insane. Like iron ore. Well, that's one thing that a lot of people have been asking is they're kind of confused. They're like, Split, why is it only, it seems like it's only lithium and it's only coal now on all the new maps. And it's like, well, because the whole system has been changed, right? Like between crushed bedrock and everything like that, that came in with the geology patch, right? So And the wash plant and the plant kind of does that. The fractioner kind of converts these materials down into other materials for later. So that's why it was kind of hard to make the thing, because it's like, I hate making tutorial videos knowing that they're just gonna be out of date very soon. I agree. I agree with that, Christian. I think that a big part of video games, one thing I have a problem with, and is UIs. I hate the learning curve for UIs. I absolutely hate it. It's one of my banes in gaming. I'm not a fan of it. Like, I'm one of those players where it's like, please keep the UIs the same, especially when you go from one game to a part 2 and it's completely different. I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. Why did you need to change the UI, damn it? It's time for a new tutorial? Yeah, no. I'm not doing any tutorials for a while. Nope. A new UI tutorial? Oh, yeah, dude, no. That's the I'm not doing any more damn controller tutorials, okay? Like, because every time I do, it gets changed. Not happening. I literally just had made the new controller tutorial, did all the animation work and everything like that, and then 3 days later, Christian changes all of the stuff, dude. I was like, you know what? Fuck no. Done. Not doing it anymore. These can everybody asks for it, right? Can you make a new one with the new UI? I just don't understand it. No, I'm not doing it. Not happening. But the problem is if I don't do these videos, what happens is when I'm streaming, that's all I get for questions. Hey, girl. How you doing? Like, can you make a tutorial for this? I need to help explain this. Yeah, change is fine though. But no, when it comes to UIs, yeah, like how many of you guys hit I on the keyboard or M to go to the map, right? So I think that's where we see a lot of people struggling. I get a lot of questions about this. It's like, yeah, the game is fully customizable, but isn't it nice to have certain things as like a super default, right? For the new players that just want to jump in and learn the controls. A lot of them are not familiar with changing their keybinds, and it's very irritating for new players. Oh no, I accidentally pressed the buy button on Out of Ore on Steam. Oh no. Dude, congrats on the game, man. And the inventory needs to be I and M for map. Yeah, it just needs to be you know, some of the basic creature comforts, you know, quality of life that we're all used to. It's kind of the way I tell people is it's like, well, it sucks that there's no UI or there's no what's it called? There's no basic default really controls. It's like, yeah, but you can just make it whatever you want. Shouldn't have to. Like that attitude, right? It's like, gosh damn it. But you want fully customizable controls and stuff, right? Yeah. Well, then you're gonna have to just eat it then, dude. So the best thing you could do when you pick this game up is spend time on your damn controls. Go into creative mode. The biggest advice I can give anybody right now, if you want to save yourself a ton of hassle, very first thing you do, go into creative mode. Open up your controls. Go into here and set up, no matter what you're doing, one vehicle at a time. No, one vehicle at a time. Go in, change like your loader, all those things, and save them, right? And then come in and play the game. Don't just go in and be like, yo, you know, then you're trying to do a project and you're working. Just get all your stuff all changed immediately. Okay. Gotta change this area over here. You set them up as you buy them? Yeah, I just went in. I mean, just from being, I use all the same controls I've used for years in all my other games. so I don't have to learn new controls. Oh, mid-air jump. I thought it was dead simple too. I thought it was too, but some people have issues with that, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, some people are just like, I struggle with learning new UIs. And when it comes to games like click this, click that, click here, this, move this here, you got to do it in this order, or else you did the hokey pokey and now you just lost everything. That's I have that issue. But I found the controls to be, even in the old system, it visually was clunky, but it did what it needed to do. For somebody that might be a little bit more, have an issue with certain things, find out like the controls and stuff, it could be a challenge for most. One of the questions I get quite a bit. Well, I don't really get into modding because, man, I hate answering modding questions, dude. I hate it with a passion. There, if I have to tell you how to go into your computer files, I don't want to explain it to you. I'll just be brutally honest. I know how to do it. I do it all the time. But if I have to explain to you how to change files and rename things in the INIs and stuff, I'm completely just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I've never done. What is that? What is it? Huh? What are we talking about? That's one of the reasons as a content creator I don't like playing with mods. Is that everybody wants those mods. How to install my Minecraft texture pack? No, it's a pain in the ass, right? Like, it really is as a content creator or a streamer. Like, people want what you have, and then you have to sit there for 45 minutes explaining it all the time. That's why you have to make a video on things, right? Like, it's like, go click on this video. My soul just died on the inside. You want to know? I did one little thing. And I'll say it right now, and it was horrible. I made a nice little edit back in the day on how to apply Gold Rush skins, right? How to apply Gold Rush skins in the game. I made a nice little simple edit where I walked into the little Gold Rush tent, and I went over to the monitor, and it popped up with my desktop. Do you know how many DMs I've gotten over the years because of that? Split, how do you open up your computer files in Gold Rush? Dude, you don't. It's just an edit. I still get like 20 DMs a week because of that. Like, rage. Like, no. I just did a simple edit because I thought it was gonna be cool, and then it's caused me years of suffering. What's up, boss? Like, nope. Devil's in the details. No, it's just, yeah, it was kind of like, it was really irritating when it came to and that too, right? Like the little details when it comes to making tutorials or how-tos or whatnot, right? So like this one there was obviously some typos in it, but I guess it just, yeah, you can't do nothing fancy when it comes to tutorials, honestly. You really should not. It's one thing I learned with the Gold Rush video back in the day. Anything that comes with like installing mods or packs into games, if you try to do anything fancy with the video, you lose people, and it's too much. That's why I've always been under the assumption that it's always better for developers to try to put these things into games by themselves, because it's hard for some people, because not everybody knows how to install mods. Even if they watch a video, the most simple video, sometimes people just still can't figure it out, and then therefore it causes rage. But developers can't put everything in the game, right? So not everything that they ever wish and desire, and that's when you just have the difference between some people that can play with the game vanilla and some people that don't get to, or they get to play with mods. So, you know, the more stuff and they make it easier to put into the game and play with, it's just the way it is. Some people, it's just not their thing. Like I had to hear recently, how do you put the damn Starfield mod in for the UI? It's like, ugh. The first thing I did was modded the damn inventory system because it was just so stupid. Like, well, yeah, because the modder, one of my buddies has had Starfield for almost 3 months, and he makes mods. He's had it for 3 months, right? So he said he has videos of Starfield backed out all the way for the next 2 months. So he's had it for 3 months, man. And he's made a couple mods, and he's got tons of videos about it. And you know, like everything you can think of, even the patches that haven't even came out yet, they have already, and he's already made videos on those patches. So a lot, and this goes for a lot of big content creators. That's how it works with content creators. Is, you know, you want it to be done, you want it to be tested, but the problem is you got to have those testing different branches out there, right, for the different people. It's hard when you only have one branch because you can only do one set of things at a time. So, but that also makes it hard for hot fixing as well, because then you always got to make sure you go back in and quality control your build that's coming out, right? So getting a hot fix in when you only have one build is hard. So, but like a game like that, which has so many employees, everything gets marked down. Okay, this had to be hot fixed today, so this now has to be put into all the different branches and all the different builds. And there's people that are just paid just to do that. Right, so yeah, content creators have been smashing that game for like the last 3 months. If you're trying to get into it right now, it's just too late. It's already been done. It's so saturated. That's why, as a content creator, for me, I'm just playing to just have fun. I'm not trying to get big views or anything like that out of it. It's not in my wheelhouse, and it's just something I want to do to kind of take a little bit of break from Out of War. Even though I'll still be playing Out of War every day, because I know we've already taken the time off from it, but now it's time to get back to work. Have you got any new videos up on the new update for Out of War? No, I haven't, dude. Hey, good. I'm glad you didn't put anything up for me either, because I was like, I want to play Starfield. You better not put nothing up right now. Wonder why. Probably gonna be the only one streaming it anyhow. Well, yeah, I mean, you come up with a ghost account to bait you? Yeah, pretty much. No, I wouldn't put it out anyways, right? Because that's something that's hard to do. It's hard to do because of it's harder to do with indie developers. It is, because you're very limited on what you can do and how fast you can do it, and to get out PR and promotion, right? Because generally, like, say with like Gold Rush, we were working with PR people, right? Not the actual coders back in the day. So, and that's generally how it works as a creator to a thing like that, right? We're given branches that have already been worked on months in advance, but you don't really have that luxury, right? So you can't really do that. It's like on the fly, work now, and I'm completely fine with that. But that's it's just hard. It's harder. But that's why this is my main game. I focus generally on this game, and if I had to put other things on the back burner, that's completely fine. Like I said, my viewers just love digging holes. I want to siphon from this one. I'll take it from somewhere else. Where'd my fuel truck go? Need my loader. Yeah, the channel's known for digging holes. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean, Christian? It's not a big deal. I think it's good that it's like a nice grassroots movement type of game, type of feel to it, right? I think it really works out well for you, to be honest. And you don't have to have these crazy investors or these publishers breathing down your butthole. I just hope that you're financially doing okay with being in that type of a set, and you can really work on your game and you know, progress with it well. I mean, I think that's what we all wish for you, man. So hopefully that's all going good, dude. And I know all the content creators like me, Brito, Kerbo, and a couple of these guys were pumping out tons of content, and it's bringing new people in. Hopefully it's helping to grow the game and more people seeing it. And you know, they may see it and be like, okay, it's maybe not there for me yet, but maybe in the next 6 months they might go, okay, now it's for me, right? So hopefully that's been working out well for you, dude. Let's just steal it from this piece of machinery. Yeah, it'd be nice to have. It'd be nice. It's wishful thinking, right? When it's like 3 months in advance. But those things come later. You're iterating too fast, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. So as you're learning, the game is improving at a good rate. I think it's improving at a good rate. Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, it's still so new that, like, we talked about it a little bit today. There's like a 2 to 3 week turnaround per update. The smaller the update, the faster the turnaround or the loss of interest, right? We'll call it loss of interest. So the loss of interest for players is about 2 to 3 weeks. This last one was a big patch, so we got about 4 weeks out of it. But the next one might not be as more interesting, but it could be because of the dirt. The dirt is a big factor. Yeah, it's working great at the moment, man. Absolutely. I think everything's going. I think it seems like it's going good. It seems like the community's responding. There doesn't seem to. I mean, some people are very irritated with certain things, but I think it's just natural. I think it's just natural. You're not gonna be able to please everybody, and this one's a hard sell. Do we need a Q&A for this one? Do we need to do some early footage? I mean, I haven't even played with it yet, so you know, we'll take your word, bro. The dozer's fixed. Well, let's get that thing right now. I mean, let's get that patch to me right now, bro. Now, like I said, as soon as you let me leak some stuff, we'll be right on that for these guys. I know a lot of these guys have been wanting to see me play and stuff like that. So we'll see how that whole thing goes. Like, people are like, just tell him every day. No, I'm not telling him every day. He's gonna do his thing and then he'll let us know, right? Like, I'm not gonna hassle him. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, I'm not his secretary, dude. Like, Split, if I tell you what to tell Christian, it'll get done faster. No, he'll probably just remove it or nerf it because I said to do it. Do you tell him yourself? Like, gosh damn it. Like, he'll probably just break it because I said to do something. You suggest it. Or Split, I need you to proofread 40 pages before I send it into submission. No. What's up, Ken? I ain't doing that. Yeah, exactly. That too. It's not like it's gonna go any faster, right? It's not like, hold on, let me just message him real quick with your suggestion to get it expedited to the top of the list. He's got a, you already have a huge list of stuff. Like, that's what I was telling people. Like, it's kind of pointless suggesting new equipment because you already made that comment anyways. You already know that everybody just wants everything anyways, so everything's on the table at this point, right? Like, as far as equipment goes. Errands are done. Back home. Catch y'all later. All right, Oz. Yeah, the mining's going good. It feels good. The game's progression and the game's updates feel great so far. Like all the stuff, it's definitely been a better change, getting it out of you know, giving yourself a little bit more of a different schedule than just, you know, putting it up blast. I mean, the live build, people are like, it's stupid you remove the beta testing. Right now I'm really just putting my face on my desk. Because honestly, that's what the live build's for, dudes, in games like this. The live build is the public beta testing. Okay? Like, the reason why you guys don't want closed to be for everybody is because then you're gonna have to update constantly and things get broken and Christian can't go as fast. So the live build is the public beta test, in a sense. Right? So when it comes out and things are broken, go in and leave what's broken. Bug reports. You don't need the special title that says beta. You know, you just don't. And I think since you made that change, it's been a lot faster and the iterations are a lot easier for you to manage separately. Yeah, everything is on the table. We are running full steam ahead. Yo, what's up, Specs? I think, you know, and this has been being talked about a lot. I think it'd be cool that once you guys get to a really stable area in the game, it'd be really cool to see like a DLC pack of all like steam engine equipment or steam powered, like old time equipment and things like that. So if we want to run like an old time, fine. You know, it'd be cool to see different DLCs like that down the road. You know, say take the time, like T-Bone can go in and look at all the different models that we'd want in the game and come out with a really nice pack for vehicle packs. Yeah, that'd be super cool, right, Shane? Like dragline steam shovels, things like that. Yeah, just old time stuff. Even if it scales down everything, sometimes scaling down things is not a bad thing, right? It's not horrible. Not everybody that plays the game wants to just destroy mountains and like massive amount of acres or hectares of land, right? Sometimes we want to simulate certain things a little differently. Old dumpers with no cabs, right? Like, I mean, that would be, that's what I'm looking forward to, is when the game gets to that point where you're like, okay, this has been ironed out. This has been ironed out. Now you guys can start focusing on all these little cool extensions to the game. So people are like, no split, no DLCs, everything should be free in life. I wear my underwear 5 days in a row and then I turn them inside out just so I can be a cheap ass. Hell no. Dude, they've been trying to get you to put in a damn shovel and a bucket because they want me to do a viewer challenge where I only use a bucket and a shovel. It's not happening. Even if he puts it in the game, it's not happening. I'm not doing just a shovel. No. No. Oh, I'm not trying to dig a hole down. Just like, I got these books, man. You want to see a viewer challenge where I only have 2 pieces of equipment on claim at one time? I mean, down the road. This one, I'll say you one thing. This viewer challenge is early, right? It's very early, okay? And the only reason why I put in a viewer challenge right now is because I wanted to do something with Out of War that was, I stick to my guns, right? And you guys can also make decisions when it comes to that too. We haven't had any decisions for a while because we've been working on one project at a time, which is fine, but it just consumes a lot of hours, right? So, but I'm definitely going to be doing one down the road. So this one will hopefully get us into a certain point. People ask me like, well, how long is season 3 going to be? Season 3 is going to be pretty much until this save gets torched, right? So until either it breaks or Christian does something until it breaks, or we need to make a new save, or something comes out that's so oh my gosh factor that we need to change and do something different. So that's when season 3 will end. We're basing it kind of upon the patches. Just got a best viewer challenge idea now. No, they will screw me just because of what you're gonna say. They'll be like, yeah, perfect idea, I'm putting this in the game right now, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting there doing this for 15 hours a day going, hate my life, game sucks. They'll do it. They'll make me do it, man. It's always the punishment route, always, 100%, always. I'll have to gate it behind donations just so they don't make me suffer for 6 hours a day. Like I was already thinking, I was like, you know, maybe I could do some little fun stuff, you know, and maybe I could put it in like, maybe I could make it like, I could only use a small piece of equipment for every dollar donated, kind of like a subathon, but more of like an equipment-a-thon. And I already know what would happen. I unlock all these equipment, and then all of a sudden they would donate like $50. I'd have to, for 50 minutes, I'd have to play with the smallest like loader, or this is just the way that they are. They'll make me suffer. Do it. You're gonna make me a special piece of equipment? It's gonna be, dude, no, I know what I want. Okay, hold on. I really want a placeable, like a block like this. You know those little sandbox toys that you play in with the little levers? I want one of those that my character can sit on. Oh, I'd do that all day long. I would just sit in like one little scoop just to troll chat. And I'd be like, yep, here you go. It was one of those. That's what I want. Yeah. I want a sandbox shovel. I want a sandbox shovel. That would be the only shovel that would be acceptable. It's good. There it is. That's it. It's gonna be a shovel in a bucket. Oh gosh. Those things, how many times, dude, like I said in chat, here we go, chat. How many of you guys played with those? How many of you guys played with those sandbox little excavator things that were like on a wheel hub? Those things were, I loved those when I was younger. It was always a fight in the sandbox who was going to play with that. I think that's where my dirt moving came in. I think that's where it really, actually, to be honest, if I was to put it down to like why I like moving dirt and stuff like that, it's probably that. If I could think back to one single moment, I'd have to say that that is probably where it came from. You had different attachments. See, the only thing that the problem with those excavators is when you dug into any material, it was only just cat turds. So it was kind of like horrible. That's where my bucket excavator skills like really came into play, so I could flick them to other kids, you know, just give it the old bucket toss, you know, if you're just tossing some cat nugget. April Fool's next year, man. Whole new map. It's just a big sandbox, and it's like you put like 2x4s around it with like sand. There's cat nuggets in there, and all you get is one of those little excavators. Oh man, I think that might be the mode most people would just play in. Number one game mode of Out of War. Kitty litter box. Like, no, that's gonna be a base game feature right there. Go. Hey mom, I found gold. That's not gold. Look what I found, mom. I found something. No, damn it, Dopey's. Oh, you're here still? She just scared the crap out of me, dude. I didn't know she was here. I thought she left already. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I'm back. Bucket left in the air. OSHA violation. Troop. Shot needs his location. No. Listen, I'm janitor status, okay? I don't know why the company sent me out here. Company sent me out here to work. I don't know what's going on. Okay, they just said go out there and make money. That's all they told me. That's it. When they sent me here, they said that's all. Just go make money and yeah, don't blow anything up. And well, the last yeah, well, we definitely broke that. We blew something up. Like I said, I don't know why they had a janitor build a nuclear power plant. I don't know what that was all about, but it happened. She's got to go. She's running some errands today. She streamed like all week, man. Just going beast mode about it. Hope he was crushing it. But your lady's demanding it, right? I'm just a kid. We all just like playing with Tonka toys. It's okay. Hey, you gave us a game we could play with Tonka toys. Good game for promising us things and not delivering, taking 10 years. Yo, what's up, Ross? Now they don't even allow you to play with firecrackers at a mine site. A lot of things have changed actually over the years. I haven't looked up any of the stuff because the last time I did all my open pit mining stuff and licensing was over a decade ago now. Now you need to actually go do something. All right, man. Let's get back to working on my dredge, dude. Come on, man. I need the Christine Rose from the Bering Sea Gold. That's what we need. That's what I need, dude. You gotta get back to work on that, okay? Nah, have a good one, dude. Honestly, man. And thanks for stopping by, dude. Answering people's questions, man. And we'll start chatting again on what we're gonna be doing next here. If you want to do a Q&A for this patch or what you want to do. So I'm game. So just let me know and get at it. Just Google Christine Rose and figure it out, okay? That's all you got to do. That's it. It's not simple. It's not hard, you know. Yeesh. Gosh. It's not difficult. Yeah, it's always nice when Christian stops in, man. It's good to see him chatting with you guys and answering you guys' questions. I know a lot of you guys have been really liking the Q&As and stuff like that and stuff. So, like I said, try not to bother him. I got a lot of things that I'm doing as well, but definitely have been enjoying doing the Q&As and chatting with you guys and just making sure the community is informed and having fun and chatting and talking about the game in an open space. And I definitely feel very honored to be able to host those. So see how it goes, dudes. Let's keep pushing some more dirt here. It's all bumpy. Some of it's getting deleted there, but it is what it is. And time-lapse save. Oh man, guys. Yeah, I put a lot of hours in last week. Sophie was like, I want this day, this day, this day, and this day to me. And she was like, I knew it. As soon as we hit a certain point, she was like, okay, I'm done with you. You need to go back to streaming. I was like, I'm gonna get Starfield. She's like, yeah, you do that. you do that. You might need to reset your refresh your stream there. Does anybody use GPS? No, not this guy. I don't use the GPS on this. It's all freeform work. You nearly got it for me? So did Matthew. Matthew was like, did a monster donation. Then he was like, oh, we were talking about some stuff, and then he was like, did you get Starfield yet? And I was like, yeah, I got it. And he's like, damn, I was gonna buy it for you. And I was like, well, $109 for the basic version, dude. That's crazy, man. But well worth it though. I've been having fun playing it, honestly, guys. It was a toss-up, but I know you guys would literally have been chasing me down with a pitchfork if I didn't come back and play more Out of War here soon. So it was time to come back to Out of War a little bit. You need to make your woman a gamer. You don't gotta make her a gamer. You gotta make her believe in video games. You don't gotta make her do nothing. That's the thing. If you try to force them, they won't do it. But if you have them want to play it because they want to play it, they will. So what I did with Amanda is she was not a gamer. I had to be patient for years. And we got her games that she might like to try and play, and we had to evolve her as a gamer on her own. So you can't try to make them play what you want to play or anything like that, because they're not going to want, no one's going to want to do what you really want. That's your agenda, right? So that's what I did with my wife, and she plays games in her time how she wants to play them, right? So you're lucky if they play a game that you like to play at that rate. But anyways, it's their gaming journey, not yours. And most men or women that game and they have their partners try to make their gaming experience theirs, and that never works. It never works. And if they do, they're only playing it because you want them to do it, and they're only doing it to make you happy. And do you really want them to game under those conditions? I don't want Amanda to do that. So I want her to find the games that she likes to play, and it doesn't matter if she wants to play what I play. Now, she did say, though, if Out of War ever got multiplayer, that she would definitely be a rock truck driver for me. So she said, yeah, I'll drive. She goes, I just don't want to do anything at all. Just let me turn my brain off and do something like a task that needs to be done, like in Farm Sim. She really likes that type of stuff. She likes turning her music on, and she likes hanging out with the group and making jokes and things like that. And just doing some mundane task over and over and over and over again. Right, so that's one thing she does like to do with me when we game. She used to before you guys had kids. Yeah, I can see that. You know, it's because, you know, like I try to tell people, video gaming for a lot of people is like just something to do. It's a time killer, right? So most of us don't have the luxury to be able to just go out and just blow tons of cash every day to fill time. And most of the time you're just like, well, what am I gonna do? You've already been there, done that, done everything. And video games are relatively cheap in a sense, if you're thinking about like how much things cost in life to do. And versus most other hobbies, the replayability factor on your entertainment and time is very low as far as price for money, right? So while people complain about video games being expensive, look at how much entertainment you can get out of them most of the time. And entertainment's very expensive. Me and Amanda have an entertainment budget that we have that has a dollar value to it. For every month, like whether it's going out to the bar, going out and playing pool, or doing things like that, or going out to movies, and video games fit in that budget. The damn kids ruin everything. Do I think that he's going to put multiplayer in this game? I think eventually. But I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. No time soon. Nowhere close. And we need to save the game, so in a little while. I don't think we've saved it all today. We were running on the risky side there. Wasn't paying attention. You spent all your money on landscaping? Yeah, that happens. We've done that plenty of times. Where does like I know a lot of you guys want us to play Farm Sim. Where does Burnt Out on Farm Sim? And it seems like whenever we play Farm Sim, everybody wants that to be like the game we play all the time. And it's like, it's not. I mean, we played so much Farm Sim when FS22 first came out that we just kind of burnt out on it. When time-lapse saves should kill sound? Yeah. Oh, damn dozer. Hold on. Let me turn this down a little bit, guys. When I'm in the dozer dozing, just tell me to turn the sound down. Because it's kind of brutal. I agree. I agree. You don't have to convince me any otherwise. Atrocities of dirt. Okay. Back one in. How's my space breakaway? It's good. We're gonna be playing that every day. We're gonna be doing double games every day from now on. Now that like what I said in the beginning was that the big giant hype of Out of War kind of comes in waves, and when the waves are very high and everything's going good, we'll be playing predominantly our main game on the channel, which is Out of War, right? So when we start seeing those numbers drop a lot off and we go back to our normal audience size, then we go back into playing the multiple games, right? So give you guys the Out of War content when and then kind of go back to just multi-streaming when it's, but we've kind of hit that low period now. So hey, stop humping the pillow. Sounds like a freaking cat orgy in my living room right now. What the shit, dude? What the hell's going on in there? Damn it. Just forget to mute your microphone. God damn it. Dude, I'm like trying to explain something here, cat. Holy hell, dude. Now, yeah, so we're back to doing the doubles. Before I got COVID, I was out for almost a month. Still not commenting on that one, dude. Dude, you don't. It's not even. Our old cat has been just meowing annoyingly loud while doing stupid strange objects. Damn cats in the damn orgies. She's in the living room, just going meow, meow. Like what the. I look over at the corner of my eye. She's over here just humping a pillow, dude. Going meow, meow. Oh my gosh, dude. That's only started since we got the new little kitten. Our old one's acting up now all of a sudden. She's acting up in strange, different, weird ways, obviously. Yep, House Flipper. I know Dobby's been waiting for that. She said she actually liked that new pool cleaning simulator. She likes, see, those are my wife's types of games. She loves those. Some people hate the Playway brand and Playway games. Those are the games that Dopey likes. She likes the very easy, little task orientated, but Dopey does not like the management stuff. She struggles at that, and that's okay. She likes the very, very face value type games. Like that's where my wife, that's what she likes. That's what she's into. She likes that type of stuff. Yeah, they're just chill, little chill games and everything like that. So she likes House Flipper. She liked the Food Truck Simulator and all those like little games that they come out with, right? So she's really into those type of things. Any type of like strategy or shooters, she's not into that. She does like things like Assassin's Creed, and she does like she was playing what was it called, Assassin's Creed, and what was the other game, another one there, Just Cause. Yeah, you got that one. I got that for her, and I got the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla for her. She said she wanted some bigger titles, and those ones were on sale, and she's like, ooh. Like, yeah, grab them. She's like, oh, we just spent a lot of money on Starfield. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. What do you want? What do you want? She's like, I really want this Assassin's Creed game. It's like $20. I was like, why are you even asking me? It's like, I just spent $100 on Starfield. Like, why are you even asking me? What is its normal price? Like $80? And it's on sale right now for $20? Why are you even asking me? Get out of my face. Just go buy it. Plus, Glenn and Den would beat me up if I didn't just give her whatever she wants. They become hunting for my gray ass. Now we have no sound because we're not in the dozer. That is the time to buy those games, is when they're on sale. Exactly. Save so much money. And you save a ton of money. Yeah, House Flipper is a pretty cool game. She really likes that. She likes the House Flipper games, the House Flipper titles, and my games right now are Starfield and Out of Ore. So that's what I'm going to be, those are the games I'm going to be crushing for probably like the next, well, to finish out this month for sure. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, I guess so, right? Getting a little bit of pay dirt here. That's okay. You're going to be grabbing House Flipper 4? Nice, dude. I know she'll appreciate that. She's had a lot of hours in that. She likes the pressure washing game. That's one thing she said about the pool cleaning simulator. Is she was like, I wish it was like pressure washing sim. The pressure washer in that game is so much better than the one in pool cleaning sim. She was like, I'm so. Then all of a sudden she was just playing. How was it? Pressure washing sim over and over and over again. So you're thinking about grabbing Space Engineers? I have Space Engineers. I just have not played it. Like, Space Engineers is like, but of all the, I kind of stream games based upon what a majority of my viewers have. And I can tell that because a lot of people add me to their Steam friends list, right? So 300-400 friends on Steam friends list. So I look on there and I'm like, okay, well, these are my diehard viewers if they're adding me to my Steam friends list, right? So I generally kind of look at games like that and start and Space Engineers is one that has a lot of hours, and I already know the outcome of that. What's going to happen? It's going to be 40 people in here telling me how to play the game, just like Hydroneer. And then it's going to be like everybody telling me like another streamer's like stuff. Like what happened with Hydroneer was hilarious because everyone's trying to tell me Hybrid Steel's methods of doing everything, even though I know where they got the information because I know Hybrid Steel, right? So I'm just like messing with people. I'm like, yep, if I'm gonna do it, if I'm just gonna play with someone, I'm just gonna play with Hybrid. Right? Like, why would I play with you noobs? I'm just gonna play with Hybrid. You're just watching his stuff anyways. Why would I play with you guys? Just play with him. Right? Like, why would I do that? I don't want to play with you guys. I'll just go play with him. Yeah, that's one thing about playing games that if you didn't play it right off the bat, people just want to tell you how to play games so they can be the guy that taught the streamer or the content creator. And honestly, guys, it's kind of annoying, bros. Because sometimes we don't ever get to play a game for us, and without people telling us how to play it. Right? It honestly is. But that's also part of the thing of being a streamer. You kind of have to take it on the chin. Just go, everything's gonna be. Whenever I play a game, it's always going to be spoiled. Someone's always going to spoil it for me, and somebody's always going to tell me how to play it. So that's why I automatically know that now. And it used to make me mad. I'm not gonna lie, it used to make me mad. But now I just don't care because I've accepted the fact that I don't ever get to play. If I play a game on stream, I'm going to be told how to play it, and somebody's going to spoil it for me. So I've came to those conclusions a long time ago, and that's just something you have to do as a content creator if you stream games. There's a few games I'm waiting on. Stargate, Mars Horizon, Homeworld 3. For me, I will probably... I had not looked into the Stargate game. And Mars Horizon 2, yeah, that was not bad. Hey, Kerbo, take it easy, buddy. We're going, man. City Skylines is too well. No, I don't ignore my chat. If I'm gonna ignore my chat, I'd rather just make videos. If I'm streaming and I'm definitely looking at my chat. And it's hard not to look in your chat and see when someone leaks something or you know what I mean? Can't just do that. It's not an easy thing to do. Can't just pick and choose what you see, right, when it comes to your chat. No, everybody loves to do that to people. It's okay though. But whenever you guys are playing Out of War and you're streaming, I'm gonna come to your stream and talk shit about you and tell you how to play it. That's right. You're doing it wrong. You could be so much faster. No, I'm just kidding. I've been looking forward to the science up, dude. Keith, I agree. I'm just so waiting, man. I'm waiting so much. I just, that's another game that people don't realize that I really like and I'm waiting for to put a lot of hours into is KSP2. KSP2 will be a lot of hours spent when that game finally gets worked out a little bit better. It could be a year or two from now. Beer Factory? I mean, like, is Brewpub Simulator? Is that what you're talking about? You played Brewpub Simulator, or is there actually a game just called Beer Factory? Oh, you can do it, but you go your own way. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. Yeah, you can do that, Greg, but the thing is, like, I mean, I do that already anyways in Starfield, right? Or some games. I'll just do what I'm going to do what I want eventually anyways, right? But you can't get away from games being spoiled for you. If someone comes into your chat and says, oh, hey, bro, if you do this quest, you get this. Okay, thanks for spoiling it for me, man. Now I don't care about reading any of the dialogue. Now I don't care about doing any of that stuff. And I'm just going to power smash through this game and the game's fucking useless now. That's what happens to content creators. Everybody wants to tell you what the quest rewards are. Everybody wants to tell you what the ending's going to be. That's more what I'm talking about. Not when it comes to like setting things up technically. Setting things up technically is like certain things just have to be done a certain way. You can't get away from it. I'm talking more just being spoiled quest wise and story wise. Not everything is meant to answer it. Well, I do that. I try to respond to everybody's comments. If it's the same, if four of you guys say the same thing or roughly close to the same thing, I'll just pick one and read it. Right? So, or if you guys are talking amongst each other, then I generally just won't read those comments because you guys are having your own conversation in chat, which is completely fine. We actually want that to happen. If somebody has a question, they'll at me, get my attention, or they'll damn donate. You know, they'll donate like $1 and be like, yo, bro, I really need this question answered. And that's just the way streaming is, right? Let's see here. Yep, DDS2 will be getting, dude, I didn't even beat the first one. But we're doing a different schedule than we've ever done before, so we'll be playing way more games. So the old way of running the channel is not it's not going to work anymore, and like I said, this year we were changing everything. You might enjoy Factorio. There's already a lot of games that are like Factorio, so I'd rather just play those games visually, like saying like Satisfactory, which is a game I will be coming back to, just waiting for more patches, which a lot of patches have came out, so that might be a good game to play as well. But there's also a shit ton of other games too as well, so I mean, I got a list of games like a mile long. I just can't get to them because I'm just into a certain thing, right? So you guys obviously see what happens when I play other games than my main game on my channel. We lose like half of our viewers, right? So as a content creator, you want to try to keep viewers, not make them run away. So they might have a story fleshed out in the next 4 years. True. Alaska Gold Fever? Yes, I already have that. I'm already in talks with the developers about it. The Alaska gold mining games. It's coming out sometime. So we will be playing that one as well too. I'm the go-to mining guy apparently now, so let's go. You're thinking about getting started? I don't even know what it's about, to be honest. Makes sense. Yeah. I'm like I mean, that's what Coal Mining Simulator said. They were like, you're the go-to mining guy of the internet, pretty much. I was like, hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Guess that's a cool status. Even Dopey laughs at me. I was like, I've been trying to find other games to play that would like catch on for years. Then Out of War comes along and it's like, gosh damn it. Like, because Gold Rush wasn't doing anything, right? So I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, I got to do something. And if I still want to keep making content, because like originally I started doing content because I guess you guys were just here and you guys were putting attention on my way. So other than that, I never really wanted to be a content creator. I just want to stream, play my game, and have a couple friends view it so they could see what I was doing and maybe buy it. And then all of you guys came along over the years. So once Gold Rush kind of finally did its thing, it was kind of like, well, what do I do? Like, am I, you know? Oh, Alaska Gold Fever. Never heard of that? Yeah. It's a old time mining game that's coming out where like you go into tunnels and like you're mining with like a pickaxe and mining carts and things like that. So that'll be definitely one we're going to be playing for sure. I'm not sure how many hours that game is going to be. It'll probably have a good 30 hours probably. But we'll definitely give it a good feel because that seems fun. Down to play some mining that way. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no clue about the Stargate game. Post a link for me in general. Okay, I will check that out later. Okay, guys, we have about an hour left in this stream. Got about an hour, and I do have to work this week, so I had to work last night, so I gotta work all the way up until Friday, so I can't be playing super late tonight. So we got to go to the 4. We're doing the 4 and 4, so 4 hours of Out of War. No, not another hour. Yep, sorry. Get a little work done here. Can't handle the 8-hour streams when it comes to Out of War right now, guys. I'm just being brutally honest. Doesn't mean that some days I won't just... What rock have I been hiding under? What do you mean? Some of your comments are a little weird. What do you mean rock have I been hiding under? How do I not know about Stargate? Are you dumb? We've talked about Stargate like tons of times with you even being in the channel. Like, dude, I'm talking the video game. I don't know about the video game. Of course I know about Stargate, bro. We've had like a 3-4 hour discussion about Stargate the other day while you were here. That's kind of sus sometimes, no doubt, bro. Like, what the shit, dude? I know. Bro, Defiance just dropped on his head, man. I swear Defiance been dropped on his head. Way too much, straight out the womb, dropped on his head. Then you obviously heard me talking about Stargate then. Then why would you say I don't know and I've been living under a rock? I was like, I was even talking to you about it. How did you, like, bro? I was like, what am I got pissed off. The whole conversation was, I was pissed when they canceled Stargate Universe. I remember specifically you were there. Like, Chat sometimes, man. I know what Stargate is, bro. I've watched. The only one I don't like is Atlantis. Didn't like Atlantis. Remember? We had that conversation. Me and you. It's hard for me to take you serious sometimes when you come out like that, dude. Bro. Yep, I remember you saying that. You didn't like Universe? I liked Universe. I did not like Atlantis. No, I said I don't know what the game is. I haven't looked into it yet. Not that I don't know what Stargate is. Shit. Are those rocks not building up because we're just too far away? Get defiant. Freaking window licker. Gosh damn it, dude. Alright, we're building up. Come on. Build up faster. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, we just had this conversation. Like, what the shit? What? He was checked out that day. It's okay, boys. You liked it, but you wish they would have finished out a little bit better. Yeah, I just didn't. I couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. I loved the first Stargate, the movie, obviously, but it just got. I don't know. Did not get into to Atlantis. Not get into it. I don't know. Like I said, it just wasn't my thing. Maybe maybe it was just a little bit too much. It was a little too different than SGU. I think it's probably what it was for me. I mean, I watched like every episode, and then it was like, nah. I don't know. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Let me check something here. Seconds. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, good thing I checked here. Let's see. I got talk dopey for a second, I guess. One sec. Dopey's at Tim Hortons right now. Dopey's at Tim Hortons. Gotta put my order in, guys. The Tim Hortons. Let's see. Go on. Ice cap? Yeah. And yeah, there we go. Okay, and okay. Nice. All right. Cool. Be a little busy here. We might get a little bit more. We might get a little bit more out of our action today. Not today. Sorry. Not today. Soon. All right. Soon. didn't read Christian's DM while he was even in here. He's probably like, what an asshole. That's why he was trying to hint at certain things, dude. I just didn't read his DM. I was just like tabbed out and looked at, because I'm in streamer mode. I don't hear that shit, right? So I don't hear DMs and stuff like that. I don't have my my Discord on. Okay. Oh man. All right, here's a question. Should I? Do you guys want me to do a dirt comparison video between the new mode and the old mode, like now, and the new stuff coming up here in the next couple weeks? Or do you guys want me to see if I can swing a live stream? Normally we keep the live stream before the patch, right? With the Q&A, but I'm not sure if we're doing a Q&A yet, so I don't want to do that. So my idea was on this patch was to try to promote it by doing a comparison video, a breakdown of the old versus the new. So I don't know if is pushing for it, but it seems like he's very happy about this patch, so he might want to do a the Q&A. So I probably feel neglected. Tim Hortons don't have that in the UK. Yeah, it's kind of a Canadian thing, to be honest. They do have a couple in the States, but your vote would be breakdown if no Q&A. Well, I'm doing a breakdown regardless, right? So because we're doing a breakdown video regardless, but if I get it out before and do a Q&A, I guess it would be the best of everything, right? Because I don't know if I want to do a live stream of it or not. If I do a live stream, then I don't want to do the Q&A, right? But I don't mind if he wants to do a Q&A, like I was saying. Like the video with diagrams? No, that video takes way too long. That video was absolutely fucking brutal. Dude. Maybe who? I don't know. I do have a good format now for making those diagrams. Yeah, that video was a lot of work, if you guys could tell. I had to do some bullshit magic on that shit, dude. How many do I want? 2. I'll take 2. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a lot of work for you know. The only problem that can happen sometimes, guys, is showing stuff early with indie devs is they can get a little frantic when it comes to your guys' opinion on things. And what I mean by that is more like, it's more, we don't want him to feel like if a bunch of people start bashing, right? And I know he doesn't care, but we don't want that to happen. And some people will just be negative fucking Nancy's, right? And generally, we're not supposed to be showing early stuff. And the only reason why I would show it early, something early, is to highlight something. And sometimes a live stream can show a little bit of stuff when it's not ready, right? So it's a hard balance as a content creator and a tester. I mean, obviously, we're not supposed to even say we're testers, but I can't hide that fact because obviously I do stuff with Christian, right? So that's what's hard on mine, right? I know the other guys would love to do the same thing, but they're not doing what I'm doing, right? So that's the bummer thing, and I do feel bad about that. But then again, I've been doing this for 8 years, right? So with developers and games in this field, so it's you know, something I've kind of earned over a long period of time. But it's you know, it's a hard balance to strike whether or not we show something or don't show something early, because it could be changed. I have not even touched the patch. I'll be open and honest with you guys. I haven't even put my hands on the patch yet. It's because it's not there yet. So yeah, exactly. Everybody knows I'm the tester for the game. So and the developers know that I don't leak things, right? So they can trust when it comes into that I give you guys the information as much as I can, but I'm not going to leak anything ever, right? So it's a hard balance of what we show you guys and when, because I want to make sure that when I do something, it's going to benefit Christian the most, because I want to help his game the most that I can, and that's the best way I can help it, is by hyping it. Wasn't Dobie streaming today? No, Dobie's not streaming today. That's how you got your rep? Yeah, pretty much. Like I've always been a bridge between the developers of these type of games and the community, right? So, and I just have a lot of experience, and I've done this in real life, right? So yeah, I just like my main goal with Christian, we said it during the Q&A, we're very open about what we're trying to do, and my goal is to try to bring as much hype to the game as possible. Hyping things has to be done a certain way. You can't just give information out all the time, because when you do, it's too much information. You got to build it up. Like look what happened with the big update for this update, right? We smashed it out. Like it went from, you know, 50 people or 30 people watching the Q&A to 220, 250, right? Because I was allowed to do a lot of hype, right? Because that hype, we'd never been able to do that before. I didn't want to step on Christian's toes. I didn't want to do a lot of things, right? So hype has to be done a certain way, and unfortunately a lot of content creators don't understand that, and nor do a lot of developers don't understand that. Like Gold Rush blew their opportunity for hype many times with me, right? Like we know we can have the audience, we know we can bring the people in, we know we can do all that stuff, right? It's just giving the ability to do it is the thing, right? So I'm super stoked to be working with Christian on this, and he makes it very easy. Matter of fact, he told me straight up, he's like, I thought you were going to do more. And it's like, well, I thought you didn't want me to do more. So we both were sitting there going, well, shit. Okay. Well, that's okay. All right. Next time. But no, he does it really fast. He does a really good job at it, right? So generally you'll know when I'm really busy is when I'm not streaming. I just can't stream because I have to work on this stuff and work on the update or the patch and test things out, and you know, give my brutal opinion about it, right? Like, now this feels like butthole, this feels like butthole, but I'm not the only person, right? So I'm not going to sit and argue with people that want things a certain way when it comes to testing, because I have so many things to do, right? So what I do is I leave that up to you guys when the patch goes live, right? And I've told these guys that I'm not going to argue if people are going to tell, if someone's going to sit there and tell me the dirt feels amazing in the testing group, and they're like, they swear by it, that it's amazing and it's awesome and this is great and it feels like it's best it's ever felt, and I'm not the majority, or I'm not, it's, you know what I mean? I'm not like if they want to argue about it, I'm not going to sit there and argue with them about it. Why? Because we got all of you guys that'll tell them when it goes live that this sucks ass, right? This sucks butthole, and I'm not going to sit there and waste my time, right? So, or am I going to get angry or upset about it or anything like that? Because you guys, like I said today, you guys are the open beta. You are the open beta. That's what the live version is, right? I'm just like me and a couple of the other guys. We're just a couple checks so Christian can get these things out really fast. And we've done this before, and we've done all these other things with these other games, and to kind of get them close enough for him to shit rip it out to everybody, right? To where it's at least a little bit playable, right? So we could get the versions out as fast as possible to you guys. That's the only thing that we do, right? And then I really wasn't even supposed to be doing that. I was only supposed to be just doing, just hyping it, right? Building video, it's doing some video work beforehand, doing some animation work. But you know, it's like, well, why not? If I'm already here testing, might as well get my hands on there, put a little bit of opinion in. It is what it is. Yeah, major bug catches, yeah, pretty much exactly. Like it'll get, you guys will flesh out whether or not it feels good. We don't need to do that. It needs to be playable is what it needs to be. Game breaking, it broke my this, it broke my that, what the F, this doesn't work. Okay, whenever I jump in this vehicle, it just flies away. You know, we're not going to catch everything, but at least it'll be playable. This patch has been very playable and grindable, so I think we did a good job with it. Honestly, all the testers have been doing a good job. We had to put a lot of hours in. A lot of people were like telling me, you know, oh, you play the game a really long time. Look how many hours you play every day. Yeah, but I was also testing too, right? So, and recording, and that takes a lot of time. So not only am I streaming this many hours a day, but I'm also testing and doing all this other stuff in my off time. So it's a lot of hours, right? Like, it's not just streaming hours. All right, let's go take a look back here. But it's been good. Like Christian was saying, it's been really good. He's been able to make a lot of progress, and you guys have been finding a lot of the stuff that annoys you guys, which is really good. Then that way he can kind of go in and retweak and see this patch right here alone. You can tell there was a pivotal change in everything, right? I was always on the opinion that manual dirt lock should always be there, as well as it just seems like it was better back then, right? Like it just seemed better as a gameplay. It seemed better. It seemed like it was like dirt lock was just where it needed to be. And then bulk mode was also great in its own right. It also felt really good. Now, not a lot of people like everything, and it went away, and a lot of people were kind of like, what the hell? But it did fix a problem that were a lot of the things it did fix, like the rock trucks, dirt lock, a lot of those things fixed all these issues. And you know, I respect him for wanting to do something a certain way, but sometimes when something worked and everybody loved it, I stick with it, right? Kind of what made sense to me. So it's like, you know, that would have fixed all of our problems. And unfortunately, when you guys asked me, and a lot of people have been asking me, what about the voxels? Is this being changed? Or is this being changed? Or is that being changed? Yes, unfortunately, he couldn't get the hotfix in because he's only running one build at a time. Right, so he'd already made past a certain point of work. If he would have went back to hotfix, it would have screwed up his current progress. So that is why we didn't get a hotfix to fix this. But it's all being changed, as he said just today in the channel. Right, so that's all being changed. So no big on that one, right? So we'll get that. Just takes a little bit of time. It's only been a month, really, right? So I think it's pretty good. It's been good so far. You missed the manual dirt lock? Yeah, I missed bulk mode, manual dirt lock. I wasn't really fighting for those things or being argumentative about them. It was mainly just, it made sense for all the problems that we were having to try to bring those back. And I was shocked. I found out a couple weeks before you guys did that he was bringing it back. And I was just like, oh God, people are gonna go ape shit. As soon as he announced it on the Friday update that the dirt lock was coming, that's all we've been talking about all week, right? So all last couple weeks, right? Like 2 weeks since he put that out, and rightfully so. That was a massive change to the game, big time change to the game, right? So, all right, we're at the witching hour. We can be bribed, boys. You guys know what it's all about. A lot of you guys knew that, but don't know. If you guys want more out of war, you guys know what to do. They're like, what does this mean? Figure it out. Figure it out, dudes. I really want to play Starfield. What? What do I mean? What? Hmm? I don't think he streams, does he? I don't think he does. He only makes videos. And SOL there, who? 50,000 ounces your ass, who that? You get 50K here in a second, buddy. God, I'm glad we figured out his microphone. Holy shit, dude. Oh, I guess getting pwned in my ears with a dog whistle. Holy cow. Snippy, I want more Starfield. Dude, Snippy's already trying to bone you guys from out of war.
Because that's where money's gonna be.
So we got 10 for Starfield. So
I want more Starfield.
Rip.
Lol.
Lol. Oh god. I want more Starfield. Starfield's banging, man. Everyone's Starfield. Like, no donuts for you, Split. So, he's like, this isn't Hydroneer, bro. You got 2 games that are decent people want to watch. So, yeah. We put games up against each other for the day. So if you want more of something, generally for me to stay and play that game for the rest of the day, especially if I'm really into playing that other game, generally it's about $100 and I'll stay and play and grind on one game. Everyone's playing Starfield currently. Yeah, everybody is playing Starfield. Starfield is actually if I look at the data, Starfield is actually the biggest game that I've played, or has done the best of all the games that I've played in a while. So out of every game that I've played, other than my main games like Gold Rush and Out of War, Starfield is the largest game that I played that's not a main game. It has the most amount of viewers watching. It's not a lot, but it's still more than it's ever really been. So if I tried to record Starfield, my computer would explode. Damn, dude, it's a good one, man. It's a, you know, you guys have been asking me for many years to play an RPG like from Bethesda, like Fallout and things like that, right? So, yep. We got a lot project. This will get done. This will get finished tomorrow. We'll most likely get finished tomorrow. We've got about 30 minutes left here. I just want Final Fantasy 16.
I just want Final Fantasy 16.
I'll probably finish that here after after I get some Starfield time in. But nobody watched Final Fantasy. It was hard. We had like 5 people in there for hours straight. I don't know what it is. I think that it's just too much dialogue, man. It made me want to fall asleep every time I played it. I was just like I was like falling asleep. I don't know. It's like I didn't know. Is that just normal for Final? I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, so I don't know. Is that normal, or is that like way more than normal? Like that, like holy cow, dude! There was so much dialogue. That's just like insanely soul killing. You wasn't into it, to be honest? Nah, it was kind of, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. I'll just put it that way. I was kind of playing it and I was like, you know, I don't know. It just seemed like the worlds were kind of butthole. I didn't like the new combat system. I like from looking and reading about Final Fantasy, I like the old turn-based combat better. I don't like this new combat. I kind of want, that's one thing that kind of disappointed me, because when I read what, you know, about what it is, I was like, okay, cool. If I'm gonna, okay, Shane's gonna get this for me, and then we get it, and it's like all new combat system. We knew it was happening before, and I knew that might be a factor where I kind of might get bored of it, because I do like from not being a Final Fantasy fan, I did look at how the combat was based, and I kind of was like more hoping it was going to be like the old combat system, and not all this new Twitch-based combat bullshit. Like I was kind of disappointed, even as a new player. I could only imagine how the old players felt having to do this new combat system. There's a lot of it early on. It was too much. It was too much, man. It was just, the dialogue killed my soul. Like, it killed my soul. Like, worse than Demon Soul's death dying over and over and over again. Dobie actually might be playing Final Fantasy, but she doesn't know either. She said she was like watching you play it. She said she just like, I just wanted to fall asleep. I was like, dude, I kind of agreed. Like, I was just like, I don't know. Because I was gonna put the capture card in her computer. But yeah, I don't know. See how that goes. Freaking Final Fantasy, like, holy crap, dude. It's News Fiesta. But then you can play games like this, Split, and have no problems. I know, right? I'm kind of a freaking weirdo when it comes to this stuff. My gaming is definitely not normal, okay? I will put it that way. My gaming is not normal. We are all over the place. And I'll do the most mundane task over and over and over again, but I won't listen to dialogue. Are you guys, is anybody the same way? Like, you'll do all these stupid tasks over and over again, but when it comes to dialogue, you just want to slap them. You're just like, I don't want to listen to you. You can't make me do it. Like, Split, it's because you can't read. I just don't want to read their crap. I just listen to them forever. Cyberpunk and Halo. Yeah, it depends on the game. If there's so much backstory, I just can't like get into it, because, and I kind of feel that way about Final Fantasy. That's kind of how I felt about Final Fantasy. I was like, there's too much backstory that I don't know. So I kind of felt like I was just lost. And then by the time they try to catch you up, you're just exhausted with how much it was. Okay. Cool. It's because there's 50 of them. Yeah. Maybe I just don't appreciate as much as you guys that played that series during its whole reign. You know what I mean? You guys were like into that shit from the beginning, right? I just wasn't into it. It's not because I hated it or didn't like it. It's just because I was playing different games. Yeah, I used to play sports games way back when, like that, like Mortal Kombat and. Kind of weird how it's been the Final Fantasy for 17 times. Right? Damn, how many Final Fantasies are there? How many do I gotta? Someone's just they're not decisive, dude. They just keep having new fantasies. Come on, bro. Get me out. Let me get in here with the dozer. Come on, dude. Fantasy that's never ending. Oh man, let's take a look here. I need the dozer. Dozer, send to garage. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. My ears. I got you guys. I got you. Greg's on that shit, dude. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, depending on the stream, so let's see. Maybe around 20 hours of out of ore probably this week. So depending on how the bribery goes. 4 hour could turn into an 8 hour. The dozer is Varus talking about Final Fantasy, lol. Talking about Final Fantasy is like fighting where it's like brown sauce. We got all the major gaps filled in now. Or almost. That's good. Tomorrow we'll get that. Yeah, 20 minutes till your game switch is scheduled. Yep. Dobby's on that. Dobby boss. I gotta work tonight. I'll try. I don't have to work Friday. So maybe we'll log on the angler and do like a fishing trip with everybody on a Friday night. We'll do maybe we'll do noon to 4, noon to 5 or something like that out of ore, and then we'll do on fishing. A lot of you guys have been playing the angler, so. Yeah. Do a little fishing. It does not go well if you're tired. I like fishing. Yeah, we'll do some fishing, and depending on the weekend, we're back to the normal routine. Yeah, it was like I know it's like, dude, Split, your anniversary is only on one day. No, not for me and Dobby. We party for the whole week. A couple days leading up to our anniversary, we normally party, and then a couple days after, we're partying / recovering. All right, so. Save? Okay, yeah. Save selected. Yeah, get some fishing done this weekend. Get on the angler. It's been a while since we played it, so it'd be nice to see how it's changed. Pad's not completed yet. We still got to move that. All that rest of that dirt needs to come over here. We're just trying to fill these back spots in first. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of push this with the blade going up. The jigging system's a lot easier. Okay. Gotta get jiggy with it, huh? Freaking. Keep pushing. So we gotta drop more dirt in this back corner. Actually, we're gonna drop a line up here. Probably once I get all this smoothed out. So tomorrow we'll drop a line all the way along here and then we'll push it and smooth it out the rest of the way. I think it'll go faster that way. And we'll just doze it in and blast it with the thing, fill it, doze flat. And we'll take it all from the back spot back there on the back end. The back wall versus the high wall. It's the... Oh, why is there stuff coming out of the back? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I can visually see where it needs to go. That's why right where that block wall is, we're going to... it doesn't need to go high. That's why I haven't added in yet. Do I know the dimension of the square? I believe it's like 40 something block or 30 something, 34 blocks by 80, like 80 long. So some bullshit like that. I'm not sure exactly. We're just got to get the dirt ripped out of there, moved. Then we'll bring up, because we still have a lot of dirt. There's still a lot of dirt that's got to be cut out of there. So we're getting close. Tomorrow's gonna be finesse work and bringing that wall down and getting it back here, getting the right height put in the very back, because it does slope down a little bit still. So like I said, we're gonna drop it up there in a line and then we're gonna push it back here. We'll hit it with the loader first and just kind of push it, and then we'll doze it, working our way back to the back. We still got really mega low spot over on that side, so we got to kind of start filling in there first. So we'll just get all this kind of moved around here and get it rolling here. This project turned out to be quite a bit of a task, but this is our permanent pad location for our main building for the whole save, right? So this was kind of one that was going to be a huge project. Big project. Lots of material to move. Then we got to build the building. Right, so, well, actually, we don't even need to build the building right away. it's either A, we mine over on the other side over there, or we mine in the valley on this side over here first. So that's going to be a decision that you guys are going to be making here coming up soon. And then the next project starts on that, right? So if we're going down the valley, then I got to make a road / ramp on this corner that bends down around the side and then into that that valley, the coal wall valley. And then we have over on this side over here back behind us, there's a bunch of nodes, so we'd be making a big giant circle pit down over on that side. So either way, this area will work for both areas in the recording area. Oh yeah, there's still many more roads to build. Either way I look at it, we're going to be building roads and mining, but I would like to get back to running some XP. Right? But I'm okay with doing infrastructure work. It's just part of the game if you want to play, right? So the way I'm playing it, we're doing a lot of machinery infrastructure work. I literally could have just built it with blocks and been done. You know, but I don't want to go for that look on this save. I think people have been really just overusing the building, and I'm guilty of it as well too. So that's why this save I was kind of like, nah, you know, I'm just gonna stay away from doing the building stuff unless I need it for something, like an actual like sorting plant or something along those lines. So that's what season 3 is all about, just hours and grinding and doing it the hard way. That's why it says hard mode save. It's not that we're playing hard mode settings. It's just that we're playing the game a little bit more difficult than most people would be playing it right now. We're doing things a little bit more on a hardcore side, which I just want that nice reward at the end of the save where I'm just like, dude, that was insane. I want that feeling, right? For me, that will be the payoff for myself personally. A content creator aside, I think that'll be my payoff for me, because I just want a really nice thing. You just hit 30, dude. You're not using belts, you're not using belt mining at all or anything, you just hauling all your stuff? Good to see, man. Good to see. No belt mining, no blast mining. Damn, yeah, let's go. You're just running dirt. You have dirt farming. Just running that dirt. Like people were asking me why I wasn't running this stuff through a plant. It's because there was no pay dirt. So I was like, why would I run it? Why would I just run dirt through a plant? Right? Like we just now started getting into pay dirt in the back of that hill. I'll get down to stone eventually. I'm not worried about running bedrock. I think bedrock doesn't really feel the same as it used to feel back kind of feel it like the bedrock's a little meh. For me, it's all about mainly just having a really cool looking mine. Something that's like, okay, that makes sense, right? Like, I want that mine. That makes sense, right? So it's kind of how I feel about this save. And saving time lapse. Okay, cool. All right, let's take inventory of what we got to do here today. wrap this up for this because we're going to jump into Starfield here soon. You shouldn't have to do anything. You should be automatically directed over to the next stream if you're into that. If not, appreciate it if you're just leaving it on for views. Just love. But we'll take a look here at the thing, how much more work we actually have to do. And once we get the dirt moved that we need here, we're gonna tear it out of there and get rid of it. Right. So we need to do a dirt level check here. Some blocks. See what we got to come up here. Okay, so this level right here is kind of where we're at. Right, so that would mean that we don't really need another extra block layer here. Right, so we do need to just follow this. Now the question is this is too hot? This is where we need to be. Right, this layer right here is fine. As long as the dirt comes up to this level, we're okay with the pad. So this extra wall was just because I was bouncing rocks off of it. So that means over there, we actually don't even need most of that. It can be trimmed off of there. So we don't need to actually even be this high. Because if we built this, so this is all squared, right? So this wall doesn't need to go up that high. It only needs to go to this line right here. So if we're looking at the line all the way across, and this is all needs to be shaved. Because if we're looking at this line here, we're trying to follow that a little bit. Yeah, that's where we need to be. So it doesn't need to go all the way up there. It just needs to go up to that height there. It needs to go up to this line right here. So not much more. We should be able to get that completed tomorrow. We should be able to get that completed. Those are just, I added the second brick up high. So that way when I was dozing stuff along here or dumping it along, it wouldn't fall outside the area. That's the only reason why I got it in. So yeah, we should be good to go. So we just need to add in 1 brick's worth of dirt all the way into here tomorrow. And what we'll do for that is we will dump a line of dirt when we're digging it from there. Right here where it needs to be, we'll dump a whole line all across here. And we'll make a tower, and then we'll push it with the loader, and then we'll doze it out in. And we'll keep doing that until we fill up all the way up over this brick line right here. And then what we'll do is once that's all done, we'll smooth it all out, and we will delete it all. Alexander, man, thank you very much for that follow, man. Welcome to the channel, dude. And then we'll finish all this up. We'll smooth all these walls out, get all these retaining bricks out of here, and we'll kind of finish this road a little bit, get these out of here, smooth everything else all nice, make everything look good. And then that way this project will be, we can get a nice big stamp on this project for this part of the project, right? So this is going to be the valley cut right here. We're going to turn this into a big mine in this whole big valley. So there'll be an access road down there. They'll go down the hill. It's already naturally kind of there. So that road won't take too long to build. It'll bring us down into the valley. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be building a big building here, which is where we're going to be parking the rock trucks inside of it. So we got to measure the building on another save. Make sure I have the right dimensions for when we do get the bigger trucks. So that way we can bring them into a bay, right? So they'll be filling up gold and rock, pure material, and then we'll be driving them up the thing and then selling it. But we're going to be running a belt system that goes down to the quarry as a depot, so we can drop it into the depot and then it carries it up to this truck. So we'll have a pit truck, and then we'll have 2 trucks up top selling that material or the haul material. And we'll be doing, we'll be running a belt system up and in to the building that gets sorted. And then we'll be running the material from the other pit, doing the same thing up and then into the building that's going to be here where the trucks are going to be parking. So, and then we're going to probably pipe, backfill probably back into the ground somewhere else. I spent 3 hours upgrading mine. Not a clue what I was thinking. It's ugly, lol. What's up, Wazy? How you doing, man? Okay. With that being said, it is time for me to end the stream for the day. I do appreciate all of you guys that come in to watch Out of War. Obviously, I needed a little bit of a break, like I was saying. Need to play something else. But we are back to Out of War. Tomorrow, I will be playing Out of War at the same time again. I'll be posting that stream for tonight. I will be here for another 4 hours tomorrow. Pretty much most of the week. Pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll be playing Out of War in the morning. Well, my morning. And then we'll be switching over to Starfield. Except for on Friday, I will be doing probably some fishing later on with the community. So if you guys have the angler, come on in, hang out. If you guys can, at least smash the like button on the next stream, help a brother out. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, you guys have been beasts. Like we're here. We're continuing this project. We're still working on it. It's a monster 500-600 hour project that we're gonna be doing, and it's moving along. It's moving there. We're back at it. We're gonna be putting in anywhere between 15, depending on if you guys bribe me not to go play another game, and we play one game for 8 hours. That really depends on what that's gonna be from now on. So, gonna take a little bit of break. Plus, we have a new patch coming out that I gotta be working on and stuff like that. So, yeah, dudes, I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready for the next stream. And you don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna be popping in and plopping on the other game. I'm gonna drop a save here real quick to make sure I don't lose any progress. I gotta stop the time lapse. Yes, this weekend you will have your Saturday time lapse again. We didn't play the game last week, so no time lapse to be put out. And this stream will be time lapsed within the next few days and put up on YouTube. So now that you guys are all caught up all the way now, rocking it out, dudes. But other than that, we'll BRB with the other game. See you guys here in a second.